Hey, Robert. Hey, GS. I hope this time I will see Olivia flying. We haven't seen that yet, have we? Everyone's flown but her. And I think Liz too. I don't even think we've seen Mia. Dang, it was a long time being on Wani Snooch stream. Happy Stella Saturday. It's not Stella Saturday, but hey, Crescenario, it's been a while. I am planning on streaming that demo. I'm thinking I'm gonna try and shoot for Monday on that. Oh, the Trust Your Colors mod, yeah, I'm gonna see how good it is. I heard it's got mixed reviews. Alright. We shall start the game. Guess I'm gonna turn that music down. Oh boy. Oh boy, we get to hear this line being belted out again. Are you guys ready? Official story's not even done yet. That's great.
Coffee machine broke.
Coffee machine broke.
I sigh, rubbing my temples. Didn't take Damien for such a whiny baby. I can absolutely understand
We're
his
folding.
frustration, though.
We're sandwiching.
This morning I wanted to sneak in a quick little nerve-calming smoke before class, too, but just couldn't get through that stupid emergency door. Still, I'm a lot better at not wearing my emotions on my sleeve than Damien here. Even his flabby chin thingies are droopy, like a rabbit's ears would be. It's kinda disturbing, honestly, though I'm slowly getting used to the sight of them. All these dinos are so freaky. Sure, it's not my first time seeing them, but it's the first in such density and for such a prolonged period of time. It appears my last semester is going to be one wild ride. Next to me,
Oh,
Damien
there he
sits up,
goes.
after having nearly obliterated his notes under an ocean of drool, yawning and stretching, popping and cracking his joints loudly. Christ, you need to see someone for that.
Nah, it's cool. Feels great.
He's seeing everyone from up there.
He then proceeds to cradle his head in his arms, twisting it to the side, straight out of an Exorcist movie, as if he was trying to break his own neck. A loud, sickening, scrunching noise splits my eardrums. Then Damien sighs with glee, slumping down into his seat contently. Meanwhile, I'm left traumatized. Not long after, the teacher enters the room and class begins, finally giving me something to focus on away from Damien's shenanigans.
I hope somebody makes a meme about Inko's head being in the ceiling and somehow breaking it to go somewhere. That's what I based the thumbnail off of.
It's a literature class, exactly as
image
boring
not
as it
found.
sounds. With a teacher who's like this old-fashioned librarian lady look-alike, not a whole lot to look at. So that combined with her dead, monotone delivery, I soon find myself paying little attention to the lecture, doodling on the margins of my notebook. Damien seems to share my sentiment, slowly but surely reducing himself into a balled-up glob of snoring dino meat.
What is going on? I don't understand. It's the mod messing up pretty much. I'm intrigued why they're floating and Damien started yeah, you have to watch the first part.
The teacher gives him a look, but ultimately doesn't seem to care. Maybe her coffee maker broke too.
I like how this mod doesn't even really have much music to it either. It's kind of creepy.
Or maybe we're just simply sitting far enough in the back. As in, literally, the very last row. And that's only because I got here early, and Damien was in no shape to make me sit in front after I first rejected his gracious offer. Who in their right mind would want to sit in the front? You'd need to be the worst kind of nerd to want to do that. And, a nerd, huh? As the thought crosses my mind, I'm reminded of Liz and her scholarship thing. Guess it can pay off to be a nerd in this place. Makes me wonder if I could somehow score a scholarship. I'm awesome after all. And I can totally imagine there being some sort of fund for humans or whatever too. Maybe. Where is she anyway? I've been keeping my eyes peeled all morning and haven't seen
Sorry
her.
about that.
And it's not like she's the type that gets easily lost in a crowd.
Yeah, there's a lot of monologuing.
Quite the opposite. Must be a real pain for her to navigate around the school, though. A pain in the neck, literally. Oh well, maybe I can spot her during lunch period. The cafeteria has a high ceiling, so it should be all good. Which reminds me, I'm also curious about what the food is like here. I didn't go through the chow line yesterday.
That was a
still having
pause.
a day-old sandwich stashed away in my jacket dimension. That was the better outcome too, apparently. Damien had some sort of tofu-based abomination.
No, he's
And
a
ever since I was
vegan!
left hoping the menu
Why is he
today
a
would have something
vegan?
actually edible.
Damien eats meat!
We'll see, I guess. And see, we do indeed. I do anyway. Because it just so happened that Damien and I had different electives right before lunch break.
Ah, yes. Electives.
At any rate, I enter the cafeteria by myself. Then, grabbing a tray, I follow the swirling crowd of dinos to the counter.
Man, there's not a lot of dinos here, guys. Damien is a vegan. Yeah, I know, right? It's over.
I don't immediately get in line. Instead,
Those aren't
edging on the
dinos.
periphery just behind the others, trying to scout out today's menu from afar. But as the bodies keep circling around me every which way, I get pushed into the aisle regardless, like in a busy beehive. I frown, not very happy about this turn of events. But I suppose I'll just have to make the most of it. so I try sticking to the outer line and letting people push their way past me. At the same time, I stick with the more carnivore-looking folks, figuring that maybe this way I could find something like a steak or some tasty, tasty bacon. Even if they serve it raw, that's miles better than the alternatives.
Are those furries? I don't think so. No background dinos, all humans 0 to 10. Yeah, I don't know why they couldn't just reuse old assets, or like old the other Wanigamu music, And go look out, there's black people. They're everywhere.
Worst case scenario, I still have half a pack of peanuts from the vending machines. No matter how hard I try, though, I just can't see over the crowd. Wings and crests and all sorts of dino-exclusive appendages blocking my view. Meaning that I should probably get in line properly, but I don't want to waddle by the whole counter one half step at a time just to find out they have nothing I like. Then I'd have to start over and pick the least worst option after another 5 minutes of waddling. Or settle for the peanuts. To make things worse, people keep bumping into me because apparently I'm holding up the line. Screw them, I'm just trying to see the... Go!
Yeah!
Out of my way, butthead.
Oh god, is that supposed to be Mia?
What the... The first thing I see as I come to is a pair of leather boots, filling my vision. They're
Dr.
joined by a
Coconut.
pair of thick legs that in turn form up to an equally wide and muscular torso, above which sits the angry face of a dinosaur. A dinosaur girl. Was she the one who tripped me? What the hell? The crowd around us quickly thins out, and I'm left splayed out on the floor as this incarnation of fury stands above me.
What are you? Some kind of a retard? Standing in the middle of the damn line watching the clouds?
Oh god, we have Femme Mark Zuckerberg right here with how robotic that delivery is. Why is the first character I hear talk is Mia?
Nobody stands between me and my food. Got that? Nobody.
Okay, Mark.
Especially not some homo sapien twink.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
What did she just call me?
I just wanted to ask, there's different AI voices, but yeah, it is AI. It's very janky.
Okay, this will not fly. Fuming to herself now, the girl is already turning her back on me as I call out to her. Hey! Who the hell do you think you are? Get back here, you scaly fuck. I scramble to my feet to gather the shattered bits of my dignity, but it's a vain attempt. The girl is on me before I could even straighten my back,
Oh no,
lifting
look.
me up in the air effortlessly.
He's a Diglett! They turned him into a Diglett.
With a smirk on her face, she barks her words at me.
You must be new here, Baldy, so I'll let you off the hook easy this time. The name is Mia, and around here, I make the rules. You see me coming in the hallway. You step away. I need a pencil. You bring me 3. I need my ass wiped. You offer your
Oh
face.
god.
Got that?
Bow to your queen, human. That's some poor timing right there.
I keep squirming around
Oh,
in her
God.
grasp, unable to break free.
And you never, ever tell me what to do.
Oh, fuck you.
Get with the program, dickwad. Here, this should help you remember.
Ow.
I was expecting a smacking sound effect. Ow.
When I come to, again, I notice 3 things.
My balls hurt.
Firstly, I'm on my ass again, looking up at the faces gathered around me. They all seem mildly concerned, uncomfortable, but nobody moves to help me. Second, Mia is gone. And third, so are my shades.
Oh,
She must have knocked them off me or something.
come on. I knew Mia would have probably went for the balls. Come on now.
And goddamn, my face hurts like a motherfucker. My right eye feels like it's about to fall out of its fucking socket. Touching the aching spot, I can tell it's already starting to swell up, most likely blossoming into a hideous black eye.
Game over.
I raced to find and put my sunglasses on again, before anyone could see. See more than they already have, at any rate. That bitch can pack a punch, I'll give her that, though.
Mia broke the game.
Thankfully, I find my shades relatively fast, but before I could get
Good
up,
vibe check.
commotion on the other side of the crowd catches my attention. I can't see much from here, but it seems people are scrambling to get out of
Liz.
the way of something large and tubular. Oh, what? Is she coming back to finish the job with like a big club or something so she can really bash my face in? With my remaining good eye, I watch the crowd opening up intently, trying to suppress my fight or flight instincts.
How can Inko make the Gator kids?
Alas, the dino girl
They're just gonna be handicapped out of the bag. They're just gonna automatically come out handicapped.
My goodness, Inko!
Oh great, now she shows up. Liz.
Ah! I'm flying. I'm gonna go Super Saiyan and beat up Mia.
I quickly get back up on my feet,
What?
acting as if
What the-
nothing happened.
Oh no! Inko's thinking with portals. He's got portals going on here. We're going to kill Mia with portals.
Of course, Liz isn't buying it, rushing to me and trying to see under my shades or taking them off me altogether.
Let me see it.
Liz, get your face away from my ass!
Naturally, I resist her.
Stranger
Not only
danger!
do I hate that feeling of being naked without my glasses, but she's just making a big deal out of nothing. Stop it.
Stop it! Don't touch me there.
Come on, I'm not gonna hurt you.
Stop.
Inko, just let me...
I said stop!
Stop!
Elizabeth.
Liz. Liz.
Liz recoils, stepping away from me awkwardly.
Inko couldn't handle the bullying from Mia any longer. Stop teen suicide.
Meanwhile,
Yeah, look,
my soul
he-
and I is
he-
starting to feel real fucking hot.
He's,
And there's a pounding in
you
my
could
head,
see through
and I'm
him.
just so fed up with this entire situation.
You could see through him. He's a ghost. Mia killed him.
I don't need help. I don't want no help. Not from Liz, and not from anyone
I
else.
just got jump scared by Inko. She hit him so hard his head came off. That too.
I just want to get out of here. Get my lunch or go to class or fuck knows what. And be left the fuck alone. I want to be alone more than anything right now. But of course, Liz isn't getting the message, reaching for my glasses once again.
I'm just trying to help.
And with that, the very last morsels of my patience virtually
Does that mean Liz
evaporate
can
into
see
thin
dead
air.
spirits? She can see everything from up there.
Help? With what? I don't need any help. What's there I should need help with?
Killed the game. Game's now a ghost.
I snap at Liz as I try to get away, but protest as I might, my body betrays me. Not 3 steps in I stumble, barely getting through the cafeteria doors and needing to support myself on the nearest set of lockers. There are tears collecting under my hurt eye too, but I still keep on acting as if this was all normal. I don't even know why now. The jig is clearly up and Liz is right to worry. I should, like, see a nurse or something. I couldn't even say why I'm being so stubborn right now. What I do know, though, is still the same as it was a minute ago. That I want to be left alone.
God said no, you can't die yet.
I absolutely loathe the damage this whole incident will do to my reputation, barely existent as it was to begin with. The fewer people see me like this, the better. And yet Liz still orbits me, showing no signs of wanting to leave.
Bruh, why is Liz looking at her own chest?
Inko, even if you don't want my help, you have to see the nurse.
I'm over here, Liz.
Right now.
I throw my arm up towards her in a dismissive talk-to-the-hand gesture, once again attempting to walk away and slink through the corridor, trying my best to rid myself of this meddlesome girl. As I do, pieces of a sentence flash through my pulsing brain, and though I'm not sure where I've heard them, they feel appropriate for the situation. Look, I think that I can decide if I want to go to the nurse perfectly well on my... Oh!
Oh!
For the third time in the span of 5 minutes, I'm sitting on my ass on the floor.
Inko? Liz? What's going on?
I forget, have we heard Ben, like, clearly before?
Oh, great. Him. That's just what I needed. Even more fucking prying eyes. And to be fair, although he's asking, Ben doesn't seem very concerned. More like analytical. Totally keeping his cool. Dude didn't even have the courtesy to fall down after colliding into me like that.
No. I mean, you'd probably know more than me because this game has sent me into a stupor. I should have not drank yesterday.
Ben! It's Inko. He needs to go to the nurse, but I just can get him to...
To the nurse. What happened?
God, Ben sounds so dead inside.
He takes a better look at me, which for some reason feels more indignant than it probably really is. Must be because I'm basically at his crotch level.
Oh, God.
Here.
No, Inko, I think you're just on the floor.
Mia happened.
When Ben takes his meds, be like... Yeah, he just gets all dead inside. The meds are working.
Mia?
She laid Inko out flat. Bam.
Bam.
Actually,
Actually...
I try interjecting, to complain, to protect my dignity, but it's as if they can't even hear me.
Aw, that girl. Can't she keep out of trouble for one single week?
Yeah, right? I'm so telling the principal after this.
Boy, I have my last brain cell.
Guys?
No, you can't.
What? I can't? Ben, what are you talking about? Why would you want to defend her? She hates you more than anyone else. And look at what she did to Inko.
Liz, I am so not defending her. But you know just as well as I do what will happen if this turns into another he said, she said story.
I'm dubbing him Mark Zuckerberg Jr.
It will do us no good.
What's happening right now? I'm goddamn invisible over here.
She always squirms her way out of these things.
But
Inko should be the one to tell the principal. Right after the
Liz
nurse
is
took a
going to
good look
tie
at him.
herself into a knot at this rate. He's simping. They spend putting snitches in their place.
After all, he's the one who...
Oh, for fuck's... Guys! Hearing my indignant shout, finally the two dinos stop, turning to me in apparent surprise. Could you stop talking about me as if I wasn't here? Because guess what? I fucking am. To get the point across, I get up from the ground, looking Ben and Liz in the eye hard. Well, as much as I can with one eye only, and with tears
Still
streaking
can't
my
get out of the
cheeks,
still
while
can't
having
get out of the
difficulties
ground.
keeping my balance.
Sorry. I didn't mean to drag you into any school drama. Still, you should definitely see a nurse. Liz, I believe class will be starting soon. I'll take care of this. You may leave.
You may leave.
Now?
Whoa, that's some language right there.
That's some Mark Zuckerbergisms right there.
I was far from happy about Liz's persistent hassling me, but this is pretty damn harsh. She's taken aback too.
But... Right. Sure, Ben, I'll do that.
And Inko, if you would come with me.
Though this should feel like a question, he more says it than asks it. Like he's so used to everyone following his orders, the way Liz just did. Makes me want to say no just to spite him. It's never wrong to offend someone with style, but it's better to do it with substance.
Go run before they take your last ball. We're talking about his eyeball, right?
What if I...
It won't take longer than 20 minutes, and then you'll get the rest of the day off. I think I can see to that.
Yeah, that's nice and all, but I really... Wait, seriously?
Yes. So long as you see Mr. Iadakon after classes and explain the
No,
situation to him.
they said the demon's name again.
Oh, so that's what he's after. He wants me to dime on Mia. So much for not dragging me into school drama. As I think about it, Liz, albeit hesitantly, leaves us with a short farewell. From the look she's giving me, It's obvious she's hoping I'll help their cause and bring Mia to justice, which apparently is something it seems she's got coming to her for some time now. Usually I'm not the kind of guy who rolls, but getting the rest of the day off
Ah,
too.
who rolls? No,
It's
that's
very
Olivia.
tempting.
No rats. I've seen this screenshot, except Inko's not here. He's still on the ground. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna save. I'm gonna go back to this one and I'm gonna see if the choices matter or not. I got a feeling they're not gonna matter.
Well, I guess no school is safe from bullies.
Bullies?
It's probably best to just ignore her. Let her think that she's the bigger man.
Ah,
Go on with
man.
my life.
It is ma'am.
Except, the look in her eyes says that it won't be that easy.
What? Nothing to say for yourself? Are all skinnies this pathetic these days? Or is it just you?
Keep calm now. No point getting into a fight. I get up from the ground, but keep my mouth
Oh no,
shut.
Diglett
Sooner or later,
time.
This silly scene is bound to end.
It's time for Inko to evolve.
That's what I think anyway. But for reasons I could not explain, the girl in front of me is only getting more and more worked up.
Yeah, choices don't matter.
She even has the gall to grab into my shirt as she tries to intimidate me.
Look here, Baldy. The name is Mia, and this is my school. When I ask a question, I expect an answer.
Wow, okay, fine. But what the fuck do I... Gah!
Ah!
Suddenly, the girl, Mia, starts shaking me back and forth. I can't even do anything against her strength, like a marionette with its strings cut.
Hello? Anyone home?
Rat G, just what is wrong
Rat
with this
G.
girl?
That's the other demon name. Rat G.
Fine. I see you single-digit IQ retard will need a more permanent reminder.
And then
Ow.
this is where it takes off. Yeah, no matter what.
When I come to, again, I notice...
Okay. I noticed too. I noticed there's no choices to be made. Load. Alright. We did save this one, so... no, go back. Fuck around, find out, no rats on the ship.
Fuck it. She beats me up, and she expects to get away with it? Oh no, that ain't happening. Fine, deal.
Thank you, Inko. You will see this isn't only in your best interest, but also for the greater good.
The smug, self-satisfied smile appearing on Ben's face is almost enough to make me want to take back what I just said. Fortunately for him, I'm in too much pain to want to come out on top, this time.
Let's go.
True to his word, Ben sticked with me all through the nurse's inspection.
You mean stuck? Stuck's a word too.
Which, also true to Ben's word, took no longer than 20 minutes, including the nurse taking all my data and shit.
She also took my hard drives.
After checking stuff like making sure my pupils are still the same size, he basically just gave me some painkillers and an eye patch and sent me on my way. At first, I didn't want to accept it, but
Oh,
then
we're
he
now
told me
punished,
I'll only
Inko.
get the afternoon off if I take this injury seriously.
We're punished, Inko.
So I guess he's done this long enough to know how to buy off most students. I even learned that apparently this place has a 24-hour nursing staff. Go figure. Was it that way before Mia started attending the school, though? Either way, I also get the feeling that this is something Ben does routinely, too. With Liz, they definitely did imply that Mia is a continuous nuisance to them. Or could it be more personal? Ben seemed hell-bent on getting Mia to face the music earlier, maybe even getting her expelled. I decide to ask him about it as we leave the nurse's office.
Yes, for those we can enter, but we can never leave.
All right in there?
Wow. Fall into healthy habits.
Yeah, I'm fine. And, hey, so what's wrong with Mia?
Nico is now Big Boss. Wani has Metal Gear Solid all along. Wani was. we'd see ending one Inko. Where Damien punched him.
Ben looks back at me with some confusion, tilting his head to the side quizzically. Like, yeah, okay, I literally just had to see a doctor because of Mia's shit, so it's probably a stupid fucking question coming from me of all people. Not wanting to sound or look like a moron, I'm fast to clarify. I mean, back there it sounded like you have some serious beef with her. The blue dino sighs, taking his glasses off and wiping them carefully as he thinks about what to say.
It's not as much my beef as the whole school's. You saw what she's like. Now imagine that multiplied for every other student here. It's not an ideal environment for studies, to put it mildly.
Why does she still come here then? If she's this gigantic asshole, how come she hasn't been expelled or anything?
E1 Inko is liquid Inko, not solid.
I wish.
Huh?
It's not that simple, Inko. Look, her mother is a pretty influential figure. They make a lot of donations to the school.
Ben pauses here. He probably doesn't want to
Oh,
say it,
we're
but yeah,
finally
I see
seeing
what's
some
going on.
emotion out of Ben.
All of God's little animals are equal. but
He's
some are
staring
just
into my
more
soul.
equal than others.
And her father, let's just say Mia is protected in more ways than one.
Wait, now that part I don't get. Why is he being so vague? Okay. Whatever. Maybe I shouldn't care so much. I mean, nobody else does, right? Every place has its bullies.
Don't ever chastise yourself for doing the right thing.
He has
Inko.
become a real boy.
Ben's voice is surprisingly
Oh no, he's
serious
giving
as
me
he
the
says
bedroom
this.
eyes.
He looks at me sternly for a second to emphasize the message, then continues in a softer tone, as if getting embarrassed for showing any emotion.
His meds are cooking.
Just don't do it.
He takes a deep breath to compose himself, going back to his usual nonchalance and air of superiority.
All right, I'm heading back to class then. Take it easy today, okay?
Don't I ever? Geez, does this guy ever pull the stick out of his ass? Anyway, now that I'm free, let's do what's important.
Her dad is his drug supplier.
And that is to grab a cig. After the smoke, I spend the rest of the day doing exactly what Ben and the nurse have prescribed me.
I'm gonna see if we still don't have choices, so I'm gonna save. We're gonna load. No rats. No ratatouille rats.
Actually, no. It's not tempting enough to make me want to snitch. Not on this girl. Were she to find out, it would only bring me that much more hurt.
We're going full boss man Jack here. No rats.
And I've got enough of that going on already. It's not even like I'd have witness protection or anything. Unless Mia beat someone else up this morning, it'd be so obvious that I spilled the beans. Thanks, but no thanks. Ben raises a single eyebrow.
Are you sure? It's not like...
I'm sure. Turning the tables on Ben and being the interrupting asshole feels oddly satisfying.
Has Inko hugged that gator yet? No. I thought you played this mod, Tiamat.
Too bad my face is actively trying to melt off of my skull and I can't savor it properly.
Well, can I convince you to see the nurse anyway? I could still get you a free pass on classes today. You look like you need it.
If there's one ending, the ending is Olivia getting married to Inko. I don't know. This is a demo.
That's a surprising turn. All right. No point looking a gift horse in the mouth.
So I guess we're going to the office anyway.
Fine.
Are we going to be going through the same dialogue?
True to his word, Ben sticked with me all
Sticked.
through the nurse's inspection.
Oh, I'm gonna hit the speed up button. Oh. Ignore. No, that's a definitely dialogue I went through because I was able to skip it. And it stopped right there too. So if I go to options, I should be able to. Where is it? Skipping. Yeah, these aren't even selected. So it's also the illusion of choice. Amazing.
After the smoke, I spend the rest of the day doing exactly what Ben and the nurse have prescribed me.
No, I haven't played. I was waiting for you to play it. I see.
That is to say, I don't do pretty much anything except lounge about on the bed, reading up on all the latest trends and dipping into a couple of cop threads.
Cop threads.
Gotta say, though, the board is such low quality today, I wonder if we're being raided right now. I mean, muscle shirts and gas masks? I don't know what that dude was drinking, but none of those setups screamed big guy energy to me. Regardless, it was a good way to spend the afternoon.
Yeah, the choices never matter here. This is a pretty lame demo. But I don't know, did Wani's demo actually have like meaningful choices? I feel like they did. Does the creator of the mod have the last name of Goldberg or Silverstein by any chances?
Very
I don't know.
briefly, I considered going into town to get my groceries till most people are busy in school and at work. But my eye ended up giving me such a wicked headache that I figured the less I moved, the better. Thank Raptor Jesus for those painkillers.
Don't you mean Rap G?
It's only as classes are about to end that I force myself to get out of bed. Still have to tell Mr. Yodakin about Mia and everything. I'm not really looking forward to it, but a deal's a deal, I guess.
I see. So that's what happened.
Yes, Mark Zuckerberg.
Yes, 100%.
Then we got killed for yapping. We spilled the beans and then we died. Wani's demo wasn't nearly as long and yet had more substance. I know, right?
Oh, what are we
Oh,
going
no.
to do with that girl?
Mr. Heidekin's now committing suicide.
Mr. Yodakin sighs, rubbing his forehead with a troubled expression.
And you saw this happen, Ben?
Ben steps closer, but he's hesitant to speak.
No, not personally. But Liz was with Inko when I bumped into him, so she might have...
Oh, no. Liz only arrived after Mia had left.
No, Inko. I'm sure she...
No, really. I spent the whole morning looking for her, but she only showed up as I was already sitting on my ass in the middle of the damn cafeteria. And Mia was long gone by then. Ben's sigh and accompanying facepalm catches me off guard.
I don't
It's
like
not until
how
Mr.
he's
Yodakin
looking
turns back to me that I
at this
realize my
area.
mistake.
Why is this mod so fucking sus? I hate it.
If there's no witness, there's nothing tying Mia to the incident. Well, except for
Make it
my
stop!
word. But if what Ben said is true, and Mia has protection, then some good it's gonna do us.
I open my mouth and this shit happens.
And in my stupidity, I think I've just blown our chance.
Now Inko's hanging himself.
Anyone else who might have seen it happen? Someone in the crowd you recognized we could talk to?
What, like out of the 3 students here I know? No, I don't think so.
Well, I guess Olivia saw it.
You don't think so?
Yes, no, I mean, I didn't recognize anyone.
I see.
Richard.
Is there anything you can do?
Get away from his ass!
Mr. Yodakan remains silent for a few seconds, bowing his head and closing his eyes as he thinks. There's probably not much he could possibly do. Even if he talks to Mia, she could deny that any of this happened 6 ways to Sunday. And if her parents really hold that much sway here, Mr. Yodakan could even lose his job going up against them.
Ben is not beating the gay femboy accusations.
Well, I'll talk to Liz for sure. Perhaps she can tell us another story.
Damn, didn't know Ben was into butt sniffing. Well, remember when Mia said something about fucking ass wiping? I guess she was doing that shit to Ben. It's fucking Stockholm syndrome right here.
Ben, I think you will want to be present for that.
I don't think he should be present here right now.
Indeed I do, sir.
Shut up!
And as for you, Master Inko, don't let this incident paint you a picture of our school. I can assure you it's not representative of us in any way.
Sure? He sighs, then turns to Ben and addresses him in a way more casual tone.
All right.
Yes,
now that all
back
that's over
off.
with, Ben, how many times do I have to tell you? It's okay to call me Eoticon outside of class, please.
Oh la la. Seems like I was too fast accusing Liz of being a gold digger, because this is the real shit right here. Ben is gay? I mean, that makes so much sense.
I mean, I could figure that out like a few moments ago. This mod is too on the nose.
Rapji, how did I not see this before? But wait, does that mean that Damien and him living together? No, no, I shouldn't assume anything. This whole town is one giant trip already, even without me playing Sherlock Holmes.
Are they standing on the table? No, it's a mod glitch, and I'm making a joke that they're hanging themselves. It's a running theme.
Let's just not think about it for now.
Sorry, force of habit.
I can't believe Idekin's cheating on his wife. How could you?
With that, Mr. Yodakin claps his hands together, his usual energetic smile appearing on his face.
No, really, who would have guessed that? Rap G, yeah, that is pretty cringe. Well, no, Ben in the original was dating Mia.
Right, then I say we wrap this up here, boys.
God damn, Inko, you think, I don't know, I could see him being behind that.
Ben, we can talk more about all this tomorrow. Now, unless you have anything else you want to run by me.
Well, there are a couple of minor issues regarding the upcoming event I wanted to discuss.
So, this is based off the original game. Was Ben originally supposed to be gay? I thought he was based off of Deadass
I have almost
Spider.
forgotten in all this excitement.
Excitement?
Is that supposed to say something about him? I mean, Deadass Spider, I'm not talking about what's going on in the game right now.
It's fine, but I think we don't need to bore a Master Inko with all that, Yedekin.
Yeah. Ha, ha.
Oh.
And even though I've heard him make the offer, it's still so very weird to hear Ben casually call a teacher by his name like that.
And this has Cave Manon's blessing, like, at least I've heard chat say that. I wonder if they're, like, recanting that blessing. Damien and Ben, I hope not. Me too.
And wow, that was marginally close to one of those mock polite orders Ben seems keen on giving everyone. I mean, he might as well have just said, "Yo, you winged fuck better send the bald-so away right now."
Correct, you are. However, there's actually one more thing to talk about.
There is?
Yes. Inko. How bad does your eye hurt?
Huh? What kind of question is that? Like, those painkillers are doing a minor miracle over here, and other than the slight remnants of my headache, I'm mostly okay, but...
It's fine?
Yep, Damien, you didn't know about Ben.
Are you sure?
He's gonna wake up with a sore butt.
Yeah? What's this all about?
That's good, that's good. And with that being the case, it wouldn't be any trouble to you if I asked you to take Olivia her supplies again today, right?
Supposedly, Deadass Spider was so butthurt at the idea Ben was his self-insert that he demanded Ben not have a relationship with Mia, who Deadass wants to bone or something. Oh boy.
Oh, that. Geez, couldn't he have just asked? Ugh.
Oh boy, I wonder which choice doesn't matter.
I'm not really up for it today. I mean, I got this headache, and I still got to catch up on all the classes. Yeah. Mr. Iadakan looks disappointed with my answer. Fortunately, though, he doesn't push it.
All right, Inko. You're free to leave
He
then.
doesn't have to because the game's always been rigged from the start.
Maybe tomorrow. Am I right?
Sure. More like never.
And Master Inko?
Huh?
Do mind your posture. You'll thank me in 40 years.
I really do hate when people point out my slouch. Is it even that important? Surely not. Still, I straighten my back and politely nod back at Mr. Iadakan. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, I gotta fix my posture on this fucking rope I'm swinging on.
After that, with a quick farewell,
Let me
so that
just
no more
adjust
civil
my
duties
neck.
could be dumped on me, I leave the duo to conduct their more intimate business.
Yeah.
Where to now?
Alright, just save here. We're gonna load and see what the other one is.
Sure. Yeah, fine. Whatever.
Choices never matter. No, you play it Goodbye Volcano High. Yeah, this is just Goodbye Volcano High.
He's clearly discontent with my lack of enthusiasm.
Goodbye St. Hammond High.
Well, he can bite me. I got my face fucked up today. What's he got? A couple of papers to grade?
Thank you, Inko. And for the rest of the day, just focus on getting enough rest. Think of this as a relaxing walk through the gardens. I mean, really, what's the worst that could happen?
Holy shit, what happened to you?
Oh god, we got Olivia now. Holy shit!
Huh. Fell in the shower. Why? What does it look like?
Oh, I see.
Goodbye, gravity. Oh no, the gravity came back. We're on the ground now. It's probably because Olivia's fat mass here, keeping us grounded.
So you didn't get beaten up by a certain menace in leather.
What? People are talking about that already. Rap G of all the ways to
Rap
get a
G.
reputation. It just had to be that. Though I guess I shouldn't be surprised. I mean, who didn't?
The choices matter
The
now.
cafeteria
Yeah, I
is
want to go back to
quite
the other
public
one.
place.
I don't know. Haven't talked to anyone today.
Huh? But then how did you know about Mia?
I didn't, actually. But your reaction
Actually.
gave it away.
She's smart for a fat cripple. I'll give her that.
So do you spend a lot of time in the shower with her? Next time you should try dropping the soap and...
Okay, geez. Here, take your shit.
Yeah, they used the second pass.
I dumped today's notebooks and papers in Olivia's lap with the least amount of grace possible that I can muster.
I got a feeling someone's gonna make a mod with the first pass.
What's it to you anyway?
It hurts that bad, huh? Is that why you look like you're holding the weight of the world on your shoulders?
It'd be a tremendous lie to say that I was enjoying this conversation so far, but I really do hate it when people point out my bad posture.
I finished my latest mod, by the way. There are custom CGs in it now, made by a friend. So when's that going to be put out?
Straightening my back, I do my best to disregard the question. What are you talking about?
You're being pretty hostile for someone who came all this way to get me my books. That's kind of a friendly gesture, you know.
She's right. Again. It's not even like yesterday when I was forced to come. I could have said no to Mr.
Drop the
Inaudible.
soap. She's not a woman, but a guy. I don't know. She sounds pretty. How do I put this nicely?
I guess I just wasn't thinking clearly.
I don't know. She sounds like a ma'am. If you listen, you can hear the tones.
So is this gonna be a regular thing or what?
For a second, Olivia lifts the book sitting on her knees.
Not that I'm complaining. Talking to you beats sitting on my ass doing nothing.
Tough luck, because I've had just about enough of her.
It's out now. Just updated the demo. All right. I'll probably set up a stream for that. I don't know. Do you want to take Monday for that? Because I was originally going to stream the Stella mod on Monday. That makes sense. Mia is a guy, meaning Ben is with Mia still.
Don't get used to it. And now to find a way to end this conversation. All right, I got it.
Goodbye. We're doing this Oblivion style. Goodbye.
But look, hey, you know, since I'm here now anyway, I'm going into town after this, and I can get your shit too if you want. She seems surprised.
Your call. I mean, I originally planned for the Stella mod, so I might run with that.
Oh. Nah, I'm good. Thanks, though.
Yeah, whatever.
Whatever.
Later.
Later, Gator.
I don't wait for her goodbye.
My
Doing
planet needs
absolute
me.
best to
We
hide
didn't-
the fact that I'm power walking away from her.
We didn't
Not sure
jump
what
into
it is,
orbit
but
yet.
This girl always gives me the creeps.
In fact, Olivia didn't jump into orbit. I think it's just because she's too fat.
I really can't put my finger on what's wrong with her, other than the obvious. But it's like her whole existence is just off somehow.
Two endings. I'm gonna see. I'll go back to the other one. All right.
I keep on and off thinking about this conundrum for quite some time into the evening.
All right, I'm gonna jump. We're gonna kill Damien. We're gonna take his corpse off the rope. I'm gonna load.
After the smoke, I spend the rest of the day doing
Oh, wait, we
exactly
did that
what
one.
Ben and the
Hold on.
nurse have.
Did I? Was it this one? Hold on. No. God damn it. God damn it. All right, hold on. I could fix this. Can someone else do it? And then we just zip zoom. There we go. Where to now?
I could sure go for another smoke, though it wasn't that long ago since I had my last one. Shouldn't become a chain smoker before I hit my 30s, so let's hold on for a while just yet.
Yeah, place your bets if Olivia's gonna fly.
There's always homework, but despite what I've just told Mr. Yodikin, I don't actually plan on studying. I mean, come on, it's the second day of the semester. Surely I can afford to be a slacker this early on. I could try making some new friends around campus, but... being seen like this could certainly lead to some questions I'd rather not answer. So that leaves me with the option of going into town. I don't feel like sightseeing right now, but I should probably get some groceries. All right, sounds like a plan. I'll make a quick stop at my room for another pill and for my wallet and shit, then that's that.
Bruh, I would not be just taking one pill for something like that.
My trip to town ends up being absolutely uneventful. No getting lost, no running into any more weirdos.
No Olivia.
Normally, I'd hate wasting a perfectly good afternoon like that, but today I don't mind. The culture shock hasn't quite worn off yet.
Yeah, I think so. This was supposed to be the original script, I suppose. Even though I've never seen the original script. Apparently this is it.
Anyway, I suppose it wasn't all a waste either. I did find all the items I was looking for, and even checked out a couple of storefronts on my way back. Figured I might as well look for a backpack, but there's still all semester opener leftovers for now. And I can't afford being seen with last season stuff. Not while I'm working so hard building a reputation in a new community. Not that it's been going well so far. I've made a couple of friends, sure, and I got a few contacts in the student council, so I guess that's better than nothing. But what I need to do is make a big splash. Something big that people...
It wasn't
really
meaningful
notice.
anyway.
Something meaningful. Something that doesn't involve being laid out on the floor.
Voice 1. Is this Inko's voices in his head?
Huh?
Oh wait, no, this is Ben and Damien.
I hear stifled voices through the door, coming from down the hallway. Sounds like Ben and Damien are fighting again. Rap G.
Rap
I really
G.
wish they'd stop. Not only is the ache in my head gradually picking up
With
as
or
they keep
without
going
voice
on, but
acting.
they're ruining my concentration
Probably
too.
without. I don't think AI voices were a thing back then when the script was going through writing.
An idea. I need to come up with an idea. How does one become popular in a school full of cereal mascots? Well, it's not jumping out at me, that's for goddamn sure. Ha! Right, well maybe I could talk to Liz, ask if she needs help organizing stuff.
I'm surprised he didn't say Godzilla, damn sure.
She's in the student council, so like, she must have some groupies, right? Other girls that would chit-chat about the absolute specimen that I am, seeing me selflessly, put up posters or whatever the fuck it is they do. If it's just a bunch of girls, I could even play the pity card with my fucked up eye and all, and show how dedicated I am to the school. Really, it's Ben I should go to if I wanted to get involved with student council stuff, but I don't want to become his errand boy. And let's be honest here, how many girls could he possibly know? even if he isn't actually gay.
Wait, now he's not actually gay?
No, no. Lizzie sounds like the perfect human catalyst for this sort of thing.
So now we're doubting him?
Or, dino catalyst. Whatever. I'll just need to find her somehow, because I seriously can't imagine where on earth she could have been this morning. She does attend this school, doesn't she? She could have been doing some school business now that I think about it. Maybe I'll have better luck tomorrow, granted that she'll want to see me at all. I was kind of a dick today. All right, I'll apologize to her, make some small talk, then I'll ask her about volunteering. Better get her number 2 just in case. Great! Now with an actual plan put into motion, I feel much better about today.
Can't believe we're getting Liz's number before Olivia's.
If only I could sneak in another cigarette before going to bed.
Bed? It's light outside.
But I don't think I'd be able to steal Damien away to open the balcony door for me. Going by the sounds of it, their argument is just beginning to heat up. Can't do it in here either. Might set off a smoke detector or something. And leaning out of the window would be just me announcing to the world that I smoke. It could score me some cool points, I admit, but not if it's a faculty member who sees me. It's a non-issue on the balcony because we're hidden by the shadows there. But without Damien, I'm shit up Sideways Creek here.
What accent is Inko supposed to be having? It sounds Irish.
Frustrated, I sigh, giving up on the idea. The rest of the day I spend cooped up in my room. I doodle a bit, do a couple of quick sketches, but nothing significant. It's just practice for practice's sake, so my muscle memory won't fade away. Afterwards, I get on my phone, going through all sorts of social media to keep up with the incredibly shallow online rock-bottom community.
Rock bottom?
I may have moved away, but it's still my home. I have to protect my image.
Wasn't that where Anon was?
Wonder if I'll ever return. Probably not.
Oh, work in progress. What is this, chapter 3 then?
Hello?
Alright, I'm gonna go to the other one real quick. Save. Save there. We'll go back to Olivia.
I keep on and off thinking about this conundrum for
I know we're
some
time
now.
jumping, but just stick with me here. I like how this mod takes 1,000 words to say what could easily be said in 10. Yeah.
While in the mall, I had enough stuff to get my mind off it most of the time, but still it kept popping into my mind, like a bad earworm. A brainworm?
A verm drama?
The mall was nothing special today either, but at least I could get all of my groceries this time. Bags in hand, I rushed through the hallway, doing my best not
we're
to
gonna
notice
bump into
the
him again.
aggravated voices coming from Ben and Damien's room.
Finally, guys, we have some actual choices.
Guess he won't
That
be
matter.
opening the balcony door for me today. Either way, it's only later over dinner that I finally figure it out what bothered me so much about Olivia back then.
So I like how they zoom in. They darken this photo, and then they zoom in so they don't have to show that the outside's actually still daytime.
That gesture of her lifting the books in her lap, it was such a mundane little thing, and yet I'm pretty sure it was what threw me off. It must have been her way of bouncing the books on her legs. Like, that's what it was. Or rather, what it was supposed to be. Before that, the conversation was, well, if not pleasant, but reasonably tame. But afterwards, I just wanted to get away from there, stat, and didn't understand why. And I still don't get it. Obviously, she can't fucking move her legs, so why am I making such a big deal out of it? Ask as I might, the answer isn't coming to me. I really honestly don't know why it's freaking me out so bad. It just is. To get my mind off of it, I decide to doodle a little. Just a few rudimentary sketches, nothing mind-blowing. If anything, it's so that my muscle memory won't fade away. Afterwards, I go on my phone, going through all sorts of social media to keep up with the incredibly shallow online rock-bottom community. I may have moved away, but it's still my home. I have to protect my image. Wonder if I'll ever return. Probably not.
And we're meeting points again. It's gonna be the same thing, ain't it? Ow. Fuck. Yeah.
Hello?
So I'm gonna do one more dialogue.
I call out as I enter the laundry room, but there's no one here.
And I'm gonna save it. We're just gonna play this one. I feel like this one's the better of two.
At least that's what I think at first, until I notice a couple of bodies shuffling around in the back. Just a pair of dudes doing their laundry.
Just
Slowly,
dudes.
their heads turn to me. I'm expecting a hello back or something, but after
Just
a
bros
moment's
being
silence, they
bros.
go back to their business. Still in zombie mode, huh, guys? Oh well, I can't blame them. It's still early. The laundry room is pretty much what I expected it to be. The air is humid and surprisingly warm, and it feels used up. If it wasn't for the stinging smell of bleach and detergent, it would be pretty easy to fall asleep in here. The machines seem slick and new by just looking at them, but on closer inspection, they all turn out to be old and clunky, and they could clearly use some more caring.
So when does a lion come out and shoot Inko?
The floor is a little dirty, too. Even though one would assume that a place like this would be cleaned regularly, it doesn't seem to be the case. I mean, it's not the worst I can imagine, but it's not the best either. It's a laundry room, so it's not like it's supposed to be a place of comfort or anything. There are some chairs and a table in the middle of the room, and a couple of shelves with cleaning supplies. I guess it's nice that they have a place to sit down, but I don't think I'll be here long enough to need it. And looking at the guys in the back again, I think they'd fall asleep standing up before they'd sit down.
I'm falling asleep here.
Turning my attention back to the task at hand, I step up to one of the machines at random. I promptly check that there are no leftover clothes in there, no tissue scraps, and nothing like a dead possum or anything, and then carefully load my own dirty laundry into the drum.
Dude put himself in the laundry.
After that, I set the gentlest cycle I can on this hunk of junk, hoping that it'll go easy on the delicate fabrics.
Trying to wash that awful stain off of his eye.
I think I've spent more money on those boxers alone than the annual GDP of some African countries. In a couple of seconds, the machine whirs into action, and I'm left looking at the whirlpool of clothes spilling inside. It's kind of mesmerizing.
No, we actually have video, guys.
But I don't let it hold my attention for long.
I was watching that. It was more interesting right now.
I've got a lot of time to kill this morning, and I don't want to spend it all in here.
Inko, get out of the fucking laundry room. I'm watching the wash. Yeah, I killed him. Get fucked.
Leaving the laundry room as I make a mental note to not forget my stuff there, I head back to my room.
My favorite was Soul Taker. What do you mean?
Thinking back at the two dudes in there, I can't help but pity them a little.
Laundry footage. Yeah, I'm gonna go down to the laundry and film the laundry. That's riveting content right now compared to what Inko's monologuing about.
Contrary to what I know about most people and their just 5 more minutes, I've always been what could be called a morning person. As if I had won the genetic lottery or had a superpower, no matter if I'm at home or out on a trip or having a holiday abroad. As long as I know when my alarm is set, I can reliably wake up before it.
I gotta say, I'm thankful for the AI voices because I'd probably go mad just reading all this monologuing.
On the days that I don't, though, well, now that's a different story. Those days, I know will suck major dick even before getting out of bed. Every single time and without a fail. So it's a double-edged sword, really. Normally I'd wake up like 5 or maybe 10 minutes before my alarm goes off. But today I woke up way earlier than that. Not that I'm surprised. The gigantic soft pillow I had brought with myself is comfortable plenty, but the same could hardly be said about the bed itself. It's like a cot they give to prison inmates or something. Okay, maybe it's not that bad, but I definitely have not gotten used to it. With a lazy stretch, I sit on the edge of said bed, looking at the bleak beige walls that surround me.
You sly dog, you got me monologuing.
Much like the bed itself, they too feel unfamiliar. Plain. Sterile.
Sterile.
Not worth my time. Falling back on the mattress with a sigh, I shift my attention to the ceiling. I even take my sunglasses off to get a better look, as if I could see something new if I just stared hard enough.
Lies, you had an 8-hour Wani stream when it came out. You would easily unpack this pork. Well, that's because Wani was actually good. This is something. I'm just gonna say it's something.
But nope, nothing. It's just a ceiling. The ceiling of a stranger's bedroom.
We'll go to sleep early already.
The sheets have all been freshly cleaned, washed and ironed before I moved in, so their touch on my skin feels pretty good. But no matter how much I stare upwards or at one piece of furniture or the next, this still feels like someone else's room.
Dude, original Inko would have just already gone past this already.
There's no sense of belonging. Yet, I hope. I mean, it's not like I've been trying all that hard to belong anyway. In this room or in this school or the town, I've accepted the situation that I'm in, and I did promise myself I would make the most of it, but still, I don't know. It's not even that the people here would be so bad. They're not. Damien is a solid bro, for instance.
All he did was give you a cigarette.
It's just...
Dude, Damien in the original one, he's more of a bro.
How many owners did this room have over the years, I wonder?
This is something, you mean peak yapping. I'm trying to be nice.
Am I just the next bloke in line, like a part placed into an assembly machine who will then be spat out into the world without making a difference? Just then, as I'd start to really get into an existential crisis, commotion from outside the door hits my ears.
Here we go again.
People coming and going, dudes hollering at each other. It's the morning rush to the showers for those that don't have their own personal bathrooms like I do. I've noticed this earlier yesterday, too. The mornings here in the dorms are pretty lively. Not only the people going through their morning routines, but there are some leaving to do their shopping before school, or those just now returning back from partying all night. And then, of course, there are those dorks already up and about, jogging down the stairs to be the first arrivals to class and impress their favorite teachers. Most of it still are the folks jousting for their turn in the bathrooms, though.
Why are we jousting in the bathroom?
Guess that's as good a reason as any for me to get out of bed as well. While it's true, I don't need to stand in line for a shower. The warm water supply is unfortunately quite limited, according to Damien anyway.
Would he also like to read the entire Bible? That'd be funny, a fucking just Wani mod, and it's just AI Inko reading the Bible.
I sit up right as a yawn starts forming in my gut. One that were it any other day I'd welcome with a lazy stretch. But not today. Today, as soon as I get vertical, a sudden rush of dizziness washes over me. My vision blurs.
Even he's getting tired of himself. He's getting tired of himself!
A bad idea.
Jousting in the bathroom. Thank you for that image. Hey, he brought it up!
The very moment I touch...
Oh no, I'm taking damage!
Spikes of pain shoot through my skull, giving me a way harsher distraction than I was asking for.
Get out of the line of fire, Inko. You'll recover.
Good God, I think I'm going to be sick. Stumbling to the bathroom, I carefully, very carefully, try to feel the dimensions of my injury. Thankfully,
Oh God.
it's not as bad as it looks. It's not so swollen anymore, and my vision slowly clears too. Though it's still damn sensitive to the touch. But if only I just stopped poking at it for a moment, it gets better. After a while, I virtually can't even feel it. Although saying thankfully is really sugarcoating it. Can't say that I'm happy about my current predicament one bit. I hiss and grimace, the events of yesterday crowding into my mind. I might just need to take back that whole people here aren't bad thing, because some of them fucking are. Sheesh.
Sheesh!
I didn't know what to think about this place coming here, but I gotta say, it far and away exceeded my expectations, in all possible meanings of the phrase. Looking at my mirror image right now, it's hard not to focus on all the bad that's happened. But let me try.
It's always sunny in Wani. Inko gets a fucking aneurysm and dies.
It's only been 2 days, and while it's still hard for me to navigate the rainbow-colored chaos that is the student body, the few people I got to know are all real characters.
She sums up this whole mod. Press F to pay respects.
Damien is both very amusing and surprisingly dependable. A true bro.
How? All he did was give you a cigarette, and he gave you a place to smoke, that's it.
Liz can be quirky, but she's fun to talk to. Under normal circumstances. Ben is okay.
Ben is okay.
And
He's
even
a little
Mr.
gay, though,
Ionic
but
can
he's
seem like a
okay.
cool guy, whenever he's not making me pity cater to cripples. But that's fine, I guess. You're supposed to hate your teachers anyway. Said cripple, on the other hand, gently poking at the bruised bags under my eye, amused as I recall my interactions with Olivia, I can't help but focus in on the reflection of my open window in the other room, just barely visible in the corner of the mirror.
If Caveman On gave these modders their blessing to make this, it's so that they could be vindicated for ejecting the original Wani team. Yeah.
My room more or less faces the other dormitory building, the one the girls reside in. And although
are
from
we
this
going to
angle
see-
I can't see shit, still I know that somewhere out there is one weird gator.
Are we gonna see, like, true and honest Lunara?
She's, well, I'm not actually sure what I should think about her.
So when does he turn back into a train and go back to the island of Sodar? Pretty sure Caveman On gave this his blessing in terms of the mod getting made rather than it being quality.
I mean, I've already gotten the full picture there, didn't I? She's fat, she's in a wheelchair, she paints, and she's weird. Based on this information alone, I can form a quite well-rounded opinion of her.
One could even say this mod was probably written by AI. You mean femboy Lunara? Femboy. Putting it lightly.
To put it simply, she's not one I ought to bother with. There's nothing to be gained there. No ROI. Okay, fine. Credit where it's due. She's not horrible. In fact, she can be quite witty. But that doesn't change the fact that she'd be a net negative in my life, even if we got along. Which we don't. And isn't that just how it is for anyone with a disability? They're disabled. A setback that's not only debilitating for them, but for everyone else affected by them. Friends, family, just everyone. Like, am I in the wrong here? I really don't think that I am. If I went up to random people in the school and started asking them if they date Olivia, they would just say no.
Oh no, we're pimping out Olivia.
No. Like, of course they wouldn't. And why?
So when does something happen? I know, right?
It's because she's a fat cripple.
We're just dunking on Olivia here.
But oh, if she wasn't bound to a wheelchair and could move around, exercise, yeah, you bet she wouldn't have all that weight on.
It's called the Paralympics. She should pick up a Paralympic sport. That's not uncommon.
Well, I mean, maybe she would if she ate a lot.
Both of them to write a story with no plot. Based in Kobe and in euthanasia enjoyer.
But the point is that the way she is now, she can't help it. And it's
Or
just sad.
swear.
She doesn't make for a desirable partner, and she can't even do better.
Inko's gonna send Olivia to Canada to be euthanized.
It's not her fault, but yeah, it kinda is.
Goodbye, Olivia. Have fun in Canada.
Though, sure, I could fake a friendship with Olivia to show people how tolerant and progressive and whatever else I am, but I don't know. Faking something like that would be really distasteful. And I'm just not an asshole. I mean... Shit, forgot to cancel the alarm.
Oh wow, something interesting.
Tearing myself away from the tall, handsome stranger looking back at me in the mirror, I waddle back to the bed/living room.
Man, Inko is a real dick in this. Or the Shadow Realm.
One of the better things about the bathroom, by the way, other than it being private, is that the mirror is big enough so that I can look at myself from pretty much any part of the room.
Wow,
And
how
even
vain.
from out here. A man trying to make a name for himself.
I couldn't
can't
figure
afford
out
to
how
dismiss
vain
the
you were with how
importance
much
of last-minute
monologuing you're
touches.
doing.
Shutting the alarm off, I think about what I should do with the rest of my morning.
Hey guys, I guess that's it. This is not my boy Inko. I won't believe the thing of one eye is Inko.
I mean, I suppose I could do what I always did back home. It's pretty wild to think about how even though my environment changed so drastically, and it's my very first time living on my own, that, well, living itself hasn't changed all that much. I still need to get breakfast, still need to brush my teeth, so on and so forth. The weirdest part of it is that I can't actually tell if this is helping me adjust to my new reality faster, or if it has the exact opposite effect. On paper, it should be the former, right? I might be brushing my teeth in a different bathroom now, but it's still the same thing. All that's new is that I need to keep an eye on running out of stuff. Like, I'll have to buy my own toothpaste and shit. Things won't magically reappear as they used to. Yeah, that's all. Not that big of a difference. But then why do I feel so disconnected from reality?
Yeah, there's barely any music in this game, which is kind of sad. We're stuck with Inko's thoughts, and that's the worst part. Talk people to death. I thought he would talk about how the alarm would ring and monologue about it, but I was wrong. Yeah, the sound of my alarm sounds so hypnotizing. I could listen to it all day. It reminds me of how this mod could be so much better if there was just a hint of more music in it.
During the day, my mind is occupied, and, well, that's especially true for the 2 days I've spent here. But could it be that all the familiar motions only really emphasize the rest that isn't familiar, and make me notice them more?
This man is not incognito. He's identifiable. Oh, identifiable. Is this mod a joke or I don't know. They put their heart into it, but maybe their heart wasn't in the right place.
I don't know. I'm no shrink. And anyway, this is getting way too depressing. Didn't I just say that I'll try to be optimistic about all this?
As they say, the road to hell is paved with monologuing.
Both yesterday and the day before sucked, so it's about time to turn a new leaf. A new environment is free real estate for forming new habits, right? So let's do something productive with my time.
You've been wasting your time for the last 10-15 minutes.
How about some exercise? Every few months I get the urge to start going to the gym or something, or I would download an app to help set up a diet and a training schedule. In the past, I had never really managed
Shut
to
up and
stick
do
to
it!
any of them.
Do it!
Not
Do
more than
it!
a couple of weeks at the absolute maximum.
I want to see Inko do some jumping jacks!
So what if from now on I do some light exercise in the mornings? Nothing fancy, just a few push-ups
Yes!
and jumping jacks.
Do them! Right now!
And maybe going for a run on the weekends. That should counterbalance the smoking too. At least I think that's the way it's supposed to work. So yeah, I can do that. I can totally do that.
Do it!
Yeah. Although, not just now.
Yeah, I need to monologue like 20 more minutes, guys. So if you want to bear with me, I've got a loaded list of grievances. I need to talk with you guys about Olivia. Olivia's a fat bitch, don't you know that? She's a fat weirdo bitch, and I just cannot stand Olivia. She's such a fat bitch who doesn't do anything but eat and be weird.
I don't want to fuck my eye up on accident or anything, so maybe just a couple of sit-ups will do for today. I quickly throw on one of my least favorite shirts, getting ready for some light exercise. 20 sit-ups, here I go. Let's just hope there'll still be warm water by the time I'm done. Shit. And I totally forgot about the laundry.
Yeah, because you were busy monologuing. If you weren't monologuing, you would have remembered, buddy.
Classes go by without any fuss, and I'm pretty happy about that. I haven't ran into Mia, so that's definitely good. Basically, it's just been Damien and me throughout the day.
I kind of want to go to the other one and see if there's this whole monologuing there. Bear with me. Bear with Inko. Save. Load. All right, we're gonna
hello?
super speed. You ready? Oh, ignore. Ignore. Oh yeah, he goes through the same. He goes through the same monologue. It didn't matter. It didn't matter. I'm gonna save it anyway. I'm gonna load the other one.
I haven't ran into Mia, so that's definitely good. Basically, it's just been Damien and me throughout the day.
Holy shit, it didn't matter. I was fooled. The fact that this is the original script, maybe it should stay buried. Liz, Damien, Olivia, etc. are probably senior citizens by now. You know, maybe we should have had the story from their point of view. I'm sure their lives were way more interesting than Inko's right now. A bleach enema is more entertaining than this mod. Oh.
He did introduce me to some of his friends from another class, but they didn't leave a lasting impression. They were okay, nothing special. I can maybe see myself going out with them to play 8-ball one evening, a game I'm surprisingly good at. But that's really it.
A game I'm good at, but never play because I love the sound of my own voice so much.
At least they had enough tact not to ask about the black eye. Aside from hanging with Damien, I also tried to find Liz. But same as yesterday, I just couldn't.
Because I had to keep talking to myself because I love the sound of my own voice.
She's so elusive. I'm starting to think if perhaps I made her up as part of some elaborate fantasy. Like, has anyone I know here mentioned her ever? I honestly can't recall.
It don't matter. None of this matters. The Cinco is straight up an anime character. He would cook up a plan with his inner yapping of how to stop himself falling from the chair and stop time. And stops time he finishes.
Only those posters she talked about putting up that serve as proof of her existence.
Yes. Not even the game can put up with it.
Anyway, that is until last period comes around.
Man, we monologued through the whole school period. Man, that is some time travel right there.
It's another elective Damien doesn't take, hidden in the very depths of the building. The only class I have around here.
Inko, come here. I need time travel to the next week. Can you start talking? Just talk about anything. First thing that comes to mind. Just speak your mind.
The place is kind of abandoned, and I can understand why. Must be the oldest part of the building, so it only makes sense that obscure electives and guest courses would be held here. In the few leftover rooms that hadn't been turned into janitors' closets and storage rooms. That feeling of being an outsider returns from earlier this morning, buzzing there in the back of my mind. This place is so much like walking into someone else's memories. I really can't help it. Looking for something to anchor myself in reality, I double my pace. There might be some people already in the classroom. Even if they're strangers to me, watching people browse their phones and gossip between themselves is at least something I know. But wouldn't you know it? As I enter the room, there's a very hard to miss totem.
Liz, save us, Liz! Liz, save us!
It's the Liz Lizard herself. There are still a couple of minutes before the start of the class, and I could really use the distraction, so I take the opportunity to go talk to her. While walking over, I take in the sight of the classroom. It's narrow and very artsy looking. Makes sense for this place, I guess.
When he speaks 88 words per minute, you're gonna see some serious shit.
Hey, Elizabeth.
But,
Hey yourself, Inko.
dude, you don't need to, like, munch on my ear.
She cuts her greeting short and cold, and although I can see her eyes darting around trying to take measure of my injury, it's pretty clear that she's trying to act indifferent.
Liz, I know I'm tired of Inko's voice, but please don't eat my ears off.
And, right, I totally get where she's coming from. Rubbing the back of my neck, I murmur an apology.
I think she's rubbing the back of your neck.
I'm, sorry for yesterday. I was
Being an asshole?
gonna say dick. But yeah, I'm sorry for yelling at you and stuff.
Oh, it's fine. I guess I'd be like that too if someone tried to knock me out. So, how are you feeling? Does it still hurt?
I'll live.
That's good, I think.
I shrug, signaling my complete agreement with that statement, and without having much more to say.
What you doing here anyway? Did you track me down just to apologize? That would be very sweet of you.
Huh? Nah, I'm in this class too.
What? Really?
Normally centered Inko, we are in the wrong dimension. We're not in the suicide dimension.
You?
Yeah, I can see how that could be confusing. Not many guys out there that would take a course called Art Technique for Women.
Wait, what?
A man needs to get his GPA up
Oh,
any way
no.
he can. Liz giggles, and oh my god, it takes an incredible amount of willpower not to stare at her long-ass neck vibrate with the sound. Instead, I try changing the subject. But, I was looking for you earlier, and yesterday too.
Oh?
Like, it sucks balls that we don't have any classes together, right? And how come I don't see you in the hallways or anything? Liz frowns uncomfortably, a troubled expression appearing on her face.
I avoid being in here when I can. Most parts of the building don't have a high enough ceiling for me.
Oh no, she wants us to get closer.
She starts patting random parts of her neck to make a point, which is such a weird sight that it's hard to even make a comparison. It just feels unnatural. I've already kind of forgotten how mentally taxing interacting with her can be.
You have no idea how hard it is to get all the kinks out. Do you know how much I pay my masseuse? And besides, most of my classes are held in the other faculty buildings.
Other buildings?
Uh-huh. They're kinda hidden away on the edge of campus, so it's understandable you didn't know about them. I'm sure there are folks who have been students here for years and they don't know either. Plus, I like to have my lunch out in the gardens whenever I can. Now that winter is over, I'm usually out there.
Doesn't it take forever to get your stuff from the cafeteria and haul it all the way there?
No, silly. I pack my own lunch.
No, silly.
I'm a pretty good cook, you know.
Huh. No shit.
Well, no, not really. But I'm learning. It's something I picked up after moving out.
In a parallel dimension.
You can't eat takeaway every day, right? Even if you could afford it, it's not very healthy.
That's because you eat at the wrong places.
Right. Totally unlike me and my vendor machine breakfasts. And isn't that much worse than
Unnoticed.
takeaway food? All the processed stuff and microplastics and whatever?
I noticed we actually have like subtle music here. It's like bass twingings. I'm gonna turn that up. I will bless you all with the music. You could kind of hear it. It's like AI generated music. Dun 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 dun. God, this music has no direction. Just like Inko's monologuing, no direction.
With how hungry my workout session got me this morning, I even went ahead and bought myself 2 extra large packs of peanuts. Only to learn afterward that teachers won't tolerate you snacking away in class.
No, I'm gonna starve.
Liz would probably agree with them on that Little Miss disciplined the youth, so I asked something else before I could accidentally let something slip about my questionable eating habits.
My brain cells are saved. Yeah, we're holding on tight to the erratic music. We play penis music in the background, my jam. Dun 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 dun.
Isn't it lonely out there, though?
Oh, you want to keep me company or something?
She playfully sticks the tip of her tongue out at me.
But honestly, would it kill to use just the original Wani soundtrack? You like nuts, don't you, Winko?
Anyhow, I don't mind being on my own. It's nice to have a little bit of peace and quiet every now and again.
Then again, I guess this music does kind of fit, like, the pointlessness of it all.
Plus, it's miles better than doing Ben's chores for him, that's for sure.
Yeah, I can see that.
And I'm not always alone either. I often see Ms. Prockling taking one of her walks through the gardens, and sometimes she sits down to chat with me.
Wow, luncheon with a teacher. Suddenly being alone doesn't sound that bad. Again, Liz giggles, but shooting me a scolding look this time.
Ms. Prockling is a really good person, actually. I enjoy our talks a lot.
Seriously?
Yep, I mean, sometimes she's kind of a mouthful, like you'd think it's estrus season with how much she's fidgeting around, but usually she's very sweet.
Dude, everyone's fidgeting around here. Have you not seen the models? The sprites?
I catch myself nigh half a second before the word could leave my mouth. While I always forget that estrus is a thing, what with having been surrounded by humans all my life, of course I know what it is. And asking a girl about it isn't what you do in the middle of a random ass conversation. In fact, I'm kind of surprised Liz brought it up. But then again, it was only to make a comparison.
What was that?
Nothing, never mind.
Sure. In any case, that's enough talking about me. How's your eye, really? And did you tell the principal about Mia?
With a sigh, I tilt my glasses the slightest bit down, just so that Lizzie can see the bruise. And she wastes not a second, poking her head in real close to check it out.
Don't picture Fang in a bikini.
It makes me uncomfortable. Not even because she's a girl, but because I don't like people looking at me.
Well, she's looking past you right now, buddy.
No, wait. I mean, I do like people looking at me. It's more like, well, I don't wear these shades for nothing. Personal space and all that. Thankfully, after a few intense seconds, Liz lets up with her inspection.
You don't look that bad.
Gee,
She whispers
thanks.
sensually into my ear.
Sorry, it's just that I know how hard Mia can punch.
Because she did it to me, too.
Huh? She got you too?
Me? Oh, no. But I've seen plenty of her handiwork, believe me.
You and the nurse both, huh?
Mm-hmm, something like that. So...
Hmm?
About the principal...
Oh!
Oh!
I have told Mr. Iatakan, but that's about it. And wait, didn't he say he wanted to talk with Liz? Guess that didn't happen yet. I think he'll want to talk to you about it as well.
He does?
Yeah, I mean, you being a witness and all.
Oh, so they're taking it seriously this time?
What is this music? Apparently it's penis music.
I honestly didn't think...
She trails off after that, leaving me confused.
Let's hope Inko changes his tune so we can work to get that Dino Gussie.
This time? What do you mean?
Well, it's just that...
We both turn to the source of the sound.
Oh no, it's
and find
Prockling.
ourselves facing one pissed-off teacher.
There's no voice! There's no voice! Believe we could start class now, Miss Farling. And Mr.
Nato,
Nito.
we're, sorry, Teach.
The only true way to deal with Mia is to send in 2 edgelords with wrath and natural selections on their t-shirt.
Yeah. Very sorry.
The classroom is all but full now. All kinds of female dinos sitting at the desks. Coughing awkwardly, we cut the conversation short and apologize once more for holding up the lesson. Though one of us is clearly more sincere about her apology than the other. As Liz gets her notebooks ready and stuff, I go take one of the empty seats in the back.
He sits on the floor. He becomes a Diglett.
From here, I can't see Lizzie's face anymore, but I do wonder what she could be thinking about this whole Mia situation.
She's a silent film star.
She must be happy I took her side, right? Or, their side. With Ben.
Man is digging his way to China.
Doubt I'll ever really know.
Alright, I'm gonna
Walk
jump
with me?
I'm gonna jump to the other one and see if it's the same ass dialogue. So we'll save this one. Load this one.
I haven't ran into Mia, so that's definitely good. Basically, it's just been...
Brrr. It's the same. Oh. Right, there was something else. Oh, was Liz supposed to pop up here? I feel there was something else I wanted to ask Liz, but couldn't quite figure it out.
It's only in the middle of the class that I remember wanting to volunteer for something
We have
student
something
council
different.
related. But I forget about it again rather quickly, suddenly too preoccupied learning about the forbidden art of drawing naked guys with anatomically incorrect but hot six-packs.
What? Where did we get this from?
I'm not exactly sure what I've expected this class to be, but yeah. Actually, this seems par for the course. I don't even know why I'm being snarky about it. But it does make me think. Is Liz the kind of girl to fantasize about six-packs?
Why are we thinking about this?
Male six-packs? My six-pack? If I had any. Doubt I'll ever really know.
Okay.
Walk with me?
Okay. We'll save. We'll load the other one.
Walk with me?
No.
Huh?
Go, are you gay? Sus. Oh, I broke my leg.
It's after class now. Most people had already left the room or are in various stages of doing so. And then there are some talking to the teacher about whatever. The only reason I am still sitting here is because these past 20 minutes I've been working on a sketch minding my own business and didn't notice the lesson ending around me.
Inko, do you like yourself? Well, I mean, he does like the sound of his own voice, but right now we're playing the straight Inko timeline.
But damn if I didn't just draw the sexiest
Wait.
sweaty abs in existence.
Never mind. I guess we couldn't escape it. Oh, oh no. Time to go into Diglett mode. They'll never see it down here if I'm underground.
Anyhow, it seems Liz is...
They won't see my arousal underground.
Though I certainly wasn't expecting her to ask me out on a date.
Pork butt, I'm sorry for recommending this. Well, we're sticking with it.
Sure, I mean, let's be honest here. A 5-minute walk like this could hardly be called a date. But it took me unprepared regardless. Seeing me hesitate causes Liz to get a little bashful too, hints of a blush appearing on her face.
It's like you said. We don't have any classes together, so wouldn't this be a nice opportunity to talk? Just down to the gates, or...
Sorry, if we're talking, it's going to be you, me, and my inner thoughts. Too busy playing mailman for Olivia. Sorry. Well, we got... save. We're going to simp for Olivia here. And go straight up. Straight up upskirting at this point. Hey, she was looking at us. She was looking at our areas. So I guess we're getting back at her.
Oh,
I'd love to, but I'm actually kind of busy. Sorry, Liz.
Oh, that's a bummer. What you doing?
What I'm doing? Why, not disappointing my homeroom teacher, of course.
You're a
Remember
good
how we met on
soldier.
Monday? I was getting Olivia's stuff. Mr. Iotican is making me do that every day. And he's exceedingly efficient at it, too.
Wait, think about it. He's attending class below. He's ahead in on this floor, and his body is under the floor in the other class. So is this second floor? I'm surprised Inko hasn't pulled a Frank West yet and started to take some creep shots. Fantastic.
I can absolutely imagine him standing just outside the door, right now,
Yeah,
waiting for me to leave.
They got rid of creep shots in the remake. I ain't buying that fucking garbage.
Then he'd ensnare me with some pity the disabled and learn to be a better person monologue. And I wouldn't be able to say no unless I wanted to come across as a total d-hole.
Why are we talking about monologues, Inko? I mean, I can't blame Inko. Liz is a looker. Snooper's convinced me of that. Is he wearing the Ant-Man suit? No, he's a Diglett.
Even though Liz and Ben both think Mr. Iodakan is this super cool guy,
Iodakan.
I'm not a big fan of his thus far.
We have raped the name so bad it's now Iodakan. Mr. Iodakan. Man, it drives me to drink. No creep shots in the Dead Rising remake. Yeah, it's all over.
Oh, I understand.
Yeah, it's instead of Dead Rising, it's going to be Dead Staying. They had one job, and it was to make the game 1-to-1. That's all they had to do. All they had to fucking do, and they couldn't because social sensibilities and shit. And go 20 minutes talking to himself.
She says that, but still, it's pretty obvious she's disappointed. I am too. With Liz, we say awkward goodbyes to each other. Then it's off to the teacher's lounge with me. I'm not sure where Mr. Iotican would be at this hour, or if he's still in the school at all, but it seems like the obvious place to start looking.
Confound these dino boys, they drag me to drink. Drinking beer again. No, I said I would not drink again because of like how bad it. Just drinking and then fucking dealing with the randomness of this mod. Fucking just floored me and I had to step away. I had to recollect myself. Sounds like a name for a Pokemon.
Then, after about 5 minutes of hallway
Iodakan.
wandering, I realize I have no clue where the teacher's lounge actually is.
Iodakan.
Maybe I should have asked Liz to escort me, instead of me escorting her. But anyways, I'm not some hapless lamb, and ask some nearby students for directions. They send me on my way without much hassle.
Maybe this is the reason Mr. Iodakan died. He couldn't handle the fact people keep mispronouncing his name.
Although I gotta say, the sideways looks they gave me makes me want to turn around and shout at them. What, never seen a human before? But I decide it's not worth it. I don't want to be known as the weird speciesist guy.
Specious guy? Just use racist, buddy.
I arrive at my destination rather fast after that. Second floor, to the left of the stairs where the offices and common rooms are supposedly all located. Makes sense, I suppose. With how much the teachers must be coming and going, this central positioning of the room is pretty smart.
Man's still in Diglett mode. He's really committing to the bit.
Back in Rock Bottom, all the staff rooms were laid out on the ground floor. I guess that's another type of smart. You wouldn't need to haul your shit up and down a flight of stairs every day. Although their location isn't the only difference between the two, this door is much nicer looking, almost ornate. Sticks out from all the other plywood classroom doors that feel like a milquetoast punch could go through, that's for sure. Makes me wonder if the inside is fancy like that too. I can imagine wooden paneling and a wall-to-wall rug to go with it.
No need for drinking when you automatically turn this mod into a meme. And go get your body out of the basement. Get your
Not to waste
mind
any
out of
more
the
time,
basement.
I quickly checked
And
that my
go.
breath doesn't smell bad or anything. Just in case it's one of the female teachers who would open the door. Then knock with confidence.
And go's going ghost. No, he's a Diglett.
After about a second or two, I can hear furniture moving, a chair scraping against the floor.
And go is no clipping. He's going to the back rooms. Go to the back rooms. Not yet.
So much for that rug.
Oh, now he is in the back rooms.
Inko?
Oh god.
Hi there.
Oh
What can I
no.
help you with?
Get off my face.
Are you here to talk about the Mia situation?
He looks the length of the hallway to both sides, probably to see if there's anyone else here with me, or like waiting in line or something. I'm here for Olivia's things?
To be the floor, you must become the floor.
Really?
He sounds surprised.
I mean, we were talking about the back rooms and how Idakin's now a demon in here, and every time they butcher his name, this game gets worse. So this is kind of deserved. We're being stepped on by the demon. He's a dwarf, we're a dwarf, and we diggy a hole. Diggy, diggy hole.
Yeah?
I see. Forgive me, I didn't actually think you'd come.
That makes the two of us.
Inko is not a Goomba. Yes, he is. He is definitely a Goomba in this fucking mod.
Mr. Iodicon slinks back into the room
Oh.
for a second, returning with a suitcase.
He fucking
It's
warped.
that tacky kind of elegant that seemingly describes his whole wardrobe.
He warped, so he's gonna hit us with that Kamehameha.
From it, he retrieves a bunch of papers.
Here you go.
Thanks.
I'm sure Olivia will be thrilled to see you again.
If only I cared about it.
I'm making you care about it, buddy.
And besides, who doesn't? Uh-huh. Sure, right. So, I'll just get going. Goodbye, Mr. Iedikan.
Yeah, Anakin.
Bye, Inko. See you tomorrow.
Now he's getting stepped
Oh,
on
come
by a
on.
hanging dino
Now, where's
man.
that fat fuck?
Where's that fat fuck?
At this point, I've probably been standing here for a good 10 minutes. At least.
Because he didn't watch this Mario Brothers Super Show. Do the Mario.
But no matter how hard or how many times I knock, there's no answer.
You know why, Inko? She's probably hung herself. Because that's what everyone does here. And this time she finally did it.
Is she sleeping? Studying with headphones on? Well, I checked the nameplate again, just in case I'm trying to get into the wrong room.
Instead of getting coins, you get a pack of cigarettes.
But nope, Olivia A. Gator, clear as day. Raising a fist, I bang on the door so hard the poor thing rattles in its hinges. Hey,
FBI,
you
open
Cherry
up.
Dino, you in there? Headphones or no, there's no way she wouldn't have heard that.
FBI, we've seen what's on your porn folder. Open the fuck up.
So that can only mean one thing. She's not actually here. Ah. Well, where the hell is she then? On a walk around town. Great timing if so. And what am I supposed to do about it? Wait here like a chump? Yeah, as if, fuck that noise. Okay, I'll just leave this here? Like, what else can I do? I mean, I don't expect anyone would
Inko.
want to steal it.
Inko, you could monologue.
It would be Olivia's fault for not
Inko,
leaving.
just monologue. You'll time travel.
I sigh again and plop the papers down on the floor by the door.
You're weak, Inko. Me getting flashbacks of Doki Doki Literature Club and Sayori Higan hanging herself. Raider drawers.
With that, my business should be concluded. And yet,
Actually,
I
Raider
let myself
drawers.
leave.
That depends on what, where the skater is paralyzed. Because if she's paralyzed too high, I don't think you want to Raider drawers. Just saying.
It's just that it feels so stupid. Shouldn't I leave a note at least? I look around the hallway, thinking. I could talk to one of her neighbors, ask them to give Olivia her stuff when she gets back. But I don't know. it would feel weird to ask them to tell her it's for me. While at the same time, I want her to know I was here, waiting on her scaled, dumpy ass. So yeah, note it is. From inside the pocket
Go
division
noted.
that is the lining of my jacket, I produce a pen. As for what to write on, I tear an empty page from one of the notebooks on the floor. I'm sure Olivia won't mind. Then, with exquisite penmanship,
Oh boy.
I jot down a short message.
We never know if we don't take the risk, Pork. Are you putting me up to the task, dude? Ha ha. Alright, what are we writing?
Brought you your stuff, but you weren't here. Asshole. Nah, scratch that. I don't especially like her, and I'm less than happy with my current situation. But there's no need to be a dick about it.
Well, I hope you didn't write that with pen.
After scribbling a bunch of squiggly lines over the word and hopefully making it
He
illegible,
wrote it in
I
pen.
continue the note.
No one go. That's the death note.
Sorry for leaving it on the floor. Wait, can she actually get to it like that? How do you pick shit up from the floor when you're in a wheelchair?
It's called the pinchy grabbers. The little trigger grabber thingers. I don't know how to. I don't know what the name is for, but I actually have one of those.
I genuinely get so confused that for a second I back away from the wall I was writing on. What does she do when she drops something? Can she reach it leaning off the chair to the side? Or does she have like a stick with a claw?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. You know, original Olivia would just probably plop on the floor and pick it up because she's not a bitch.
I mean, that sounds retarded as fuck, but I honestly can't imagine any other way. Either way, I decide that it's not my problem. Have a nice day. Inko.
Inko.
All right, that should suffice. It's pretty boring as far as letters go. Got that templated assembly line feel to it, but it'll do just fine. At least it's nice to look at. Those extracurricular calligraphy lessons sure have paid off. It's not the most fascinating of hobbies, but it gives a touch of classiness that's hard to come by. Makes one feel special for something as mundane as writing. In other words, penmanship is FA. Stashing my pen again, I fold the note into a paper tent card kinda deal and put it on top of the stack. Face up, so she can't miss it.
Watch, she'll be right here. She'll show up just as we're about to leave.
Afterwards,
Because
I
we
idle for about
monologued
another
for so
minute.
long.
Then with a shrug and a mental patting on my shoulder for a job well done, I go on my way.
No? I was wrong?
My clothes are still
Okay.
inside the drum, rotating gently.
Alright, I'm gonna save this one. We'll save here. Let's go back to Liz real quick. Yes. Yes.
Well, okay. Even though Lizzie Lizard still is one of these dino weirdos, I see no actual downside to talking with her. I could even use this as a way of slinking away from Mr. Aitaken, trying to dump
Aitaken.
Olivia's shit on me every day. He wouldn't want to stand in the way of blossoming teenage love, would he? Not to imply that, I'm in love with Liz. Only a total creep would fall in love meeting someone like twice. But hey, and if people see us together like this, it could bump me up the social ladder too. If Liz is in the student council, she's got to be at least a little popular. Unless she's like the communal bitch everyone gets to order around. She could just be Ben's secretary or something. I should find out somehow. But for now...
Monologue.
Yeah, sure. Okay, let's go.
Alrighty.
Elizabeth?
Liz.
I hold on with the communal bitch question till we get out of the building. In the meantime, bantering with Liz about all the stupid ways she has to bend her neck just to navigate around the hallways the way a normal person would. Once we're outside...
Oh no,
here,
she
I
has a
decide to drop the
disability
bomb.
too. She's not normal. Drop the bomb. Drop it, you did indeed.
Hey,
You
so
gotta
I've
stop
been
doing
meaning
that.
to ask,
Well, we're really tall here.
what exactly do you do in the student council? She thinks about her answer for just long enough that I start to think I actually had it right.
Oh, we're not even Diglett.
Well, if you want to get all technical, then I'm chief treasurer.
I'm pretty sure we're just flying because that was like, what, second floor we were on?
Takes me a second or two for the gravity of her words to sink in. I stop dead in my tracks, and at first, Liz just walks past me before she realizes what happened.
Gravity. Gravity brought you back to reality. Way to go, Inko. You done did it.
Inko, what's wrong?
Treasurer? You mean you handle all the school's finances and shit? Isn't that, like, a huge fucking responsibility for a student? Liz is surprised, but then her face softens, giggling.
No, stupid.
No, stupid.
I mean, I wish, but no.
Huh? She sighs, rolling her eyes.
Okay, so first of all, no, I don't handle the school's finances.
It's like the mod makes fun of its own glitches. I don't even know if they, like, meant for this, because I think... What the thing... I know I didn't explain this to you before, but what I think is this mod is running on an earlier version of Wani, so that's why it's getting all fucked up. Liz is control of the school's money. Oy vey! Oh boy.
I only balance the student council's budget.
Elizabeth Goldberg.
You know, for the events we organize, for our garden program, for our athletes. Though we stopped doing that when Mia started winning most of those. But we also have, like, trophies and stuff for the winners of the class cups.
Class cups?
Uh-huh. They're these semester-long competitions between the classes for who can recycle the most plastic, stuff like that. The winning classes get, like, a stack of pizzas or something.
Nice.
That's kinda cool.
Yeah, well, it was Ben's idea. My role in all this is to find the money he gets to spend.
I'm sure you can find all the money from way up there, Liz.
Granted, he spends every dime on the students, but...
Liz is a Rhino Rex. Liz, well, what was it, like, isn't she related to that one whale guy, too? The superintendent? I forget his name. I feel like he's kind of related to them, too.
But if you're treasurer, chief treasurer, why does he get to decide?
Because he's Ben.
She doesn't elaborate further, though I think I got the gist of what she means. Ben seems to be suck up in all the right places, kissed all the right behinds to come into power.
Especially, Idaho cans. God, I have to butcher his name every time, more and more every time I say it. Mr. Ferris, yes. Yes, I haven't played Wani in a while, so I fucking forgot that shit.
And I'm downright jealous. Like, I wanted to do that. Now it's going to be much harder, knowing that I have this kind of competition. And his ambition is to help people? Really? I don't even know what to say about that. It's got to be a savior complex grown into epic proportions. The white Ben's burden. I see.
Ben's not white.
But I still think being treasurer is cool.
Do you really think that?
Sure, I mean, if you didn't do your job, it would suck for the whole school, wouldn't it? You're irreplaceable, so that must count for something.
Thank you, Inko. Sometimes I honestly don't know what keeps me going. I haven't really thought about it like that.
Liz rewards me with a cute little smile. It catches me off guard, and on instinct I try to downplay the significance of my words.
That's right, Inko. My job is counting that paper in the mountains of lettuce. Maybe if you stop itching, it won't be so hard.
Yeah. Don't mention it. After some more idly standing around, we start walking towards the entrance again. Unfortunately, though, it turns out to be a rather short walk. We're just coming up on the crossroads in the middle of campus as a familiar figure rolls into view to greet
Oh
us.
no, it's Olivia.
Hey guys.
Hey guys!
Olivia. Hi, it's so lovely to see you.
Why is there more Liz than the Gator? Yeah, I don't know why. What counts as white in this world? Whatever isn't Trish, I guess.
I notice a subtle shift in Liz's voice as she says this. I don't mention it, but it definitely has a higher pitch and a kind of lilt to it that I'm not sure what it's about.
Uh-oh, are they supposed to be seeing each other?
It's been a while, hasn't it? These days I don't really leave my room very,
Oh, I'd love to stay and chat, but I really gotta go.
Bye. Bye, weirdo.
but
Bye now. And you too, Inko.
Goodbye.
See you tomorrow.
Sure, but... Liz wastes not another second, patting my arm hurriedly before she basically jogs to the gates and disappears down the hill. What the fuck just happened?
what's wrong with her?
Student council business?
Oh yeah, right. Isn't she like the president or something?
Nah, that's Ben. Liz is their treasurer. I say that as if it was the most trivial thing in the world that anyone should know. Despite
Hey,
only
y'all,
learning
live
about it
here.
like 5 minutes ago myself.
Wow, look at you. Getting to know the people and all that?
What's that supposed to mean?
You know, I just thought I'd commend you on your effort making friends.
And what effort is that?
I thought you're kind of a loner.
What? What would give you that idea? And why would she care?
Well, you weren't really social during our... No, never mind. I'm sorry. Guess I was wrong.
Olivia with her Minnesota accent.
Yeah, no shit. You play armchair philosopher like that a lot? Maybe you should try getting some friends of your own.
I was gonna say a homosexual male accent, but that's just me.
Geez, I apologized, didn't I? Sorry for shattering your fragile ego like that. Pull your shit together, dude. Damn.
What are you doing out here anyway? And why do I care?
I was on my way back to my room, actually. I figured classes would be over soon, and I didn't want to make you wait.
Wait on what?
When you,
Olivia takes a better look at me, and my apparent lack of any notebooks, mine or hers. It strikes me that she probably thought I'd bring her all her shit today as well. You should go see Mr. Ietican. He has your stuff, I think.
Ayadamanapia.
you think?
Look, I don't know. I was too busy...
Making friends?
Yeah. With little left to say, silence settles over us after that. It's not necessarily an awkward silence, like just mildly. Only that I'm not sure what to say to her. Luckily, Olivia picks up the conversation herself. And man, do I feel like a jackass now having less to say than a fat cripple.
So how's the eye?
I'm getting kind of tired of people asking me that. I'm fine.
Cool.
More silence. This time I struggle to find something I could ask her before she speaks up again. Gotta prove I'm not a worse talking partner than this weirdo here. But at least now I understand why Liz FO'd. She probably didn't want to get her brain cells obliterated by a conversation with Olivia.
Inko, I'm getting my brain cells obliterated by you!
How's the, how's your week going? Olivia seems slightly amused, watching me stumble through the sentence. At first I feel proud that I managed to salvage it, but then I realize it's as if I was proud that I can tie my own shoelaces. Since when is it hard for me to make small talk? I don't even have to mean it. So once again, loudly and for the record, Olivia is a fucking weirdo and it's impossible to talk to her.
Dude, it's impossible to listen to you.
My week? It's okay, I guess. Sitting on my ass a lot.
Haha.
Isn't that what she does any other week too? I suppose she means she's not doing anything special.
You have brain cells. Then came the fat controller.
Right, so that's why you're out here?
Uh-huh, figured I'll come for a walk.
A walk. Yeah, right. Is she doing this on purpose? Trying to trip me up? I should have called her wheelchair psychologist. I bet that would have gotten a reaction out of her all right. I see, so,
Yeah?
Okay, fuck it, I tried. This is not a conversation, and we're just not compatible. That's it. I'm done. Gotta go, 'cause, I'm gonna go see the nurse now.
Oh, I'm going that way too. So, I could come with you?
No, no, because I'm going to the dorms. Girls aren't allowed this late in the day. Please work.
Yes, they are. Curfew comes into effect at night. And the nurse's office isn't even in the dorms.
Fuck! No, yeah, it's a house call.
If you want me to leave, you can just tell me to piss off. No need to be a drama queen about it.
Fucking ouch. How does she always manage to make me feel like I'm the loser? Let's stop this farce before I end up going retarded too. Or maybe get put in a straitjacket. Right, bye.
Bye.
These Thomas
My
the Tank
clothes are
Engine
still
jokes
inside
are
the
doing
drawer,
anything for you.
rotating gently.
I haven't watched Thomas in my childhood. Alright, I'm gonna save. What do we got? Alright, I guess this one.
Walk with
think-
me?
Ignore. Okay.
Well,
Okay. This is different. Did Mr. Idoken, Mr. Hadouken, tell her that he asked me yesterday too, and I refused?
you should go see Mr. Ietican. He has your stuff, I think.
You think?
Look, I don't know. I was too busy.
Making friends?
Wow, just one line of dialogue was different. I mean,
I didn't have time until now to come back and get them, and so
I'll save this one too. I'm gonna get wrapped up in these saves, and it's gonna kill me. All right, load. Let's go with this one. I think.
my
Right.
clothes are still inside the drum, rotating gently. I didn't have time until now to come back and get them, and so here I am now.
Olivia knows she knows what Inko thinks. She can read minds. I swear Olivia has a Minnesota accent. Makes me think of the movie Fargo. Yes.
I haven't set a dryer function, so the clothes are all still wet and soggy as hell.
Way to go.
I don't want to think about how it'll fuck the fabrics up, but too late for that now, I suppose.
You're Inko. You can just buy new clothes.
Normally, I like the warm and silky feeling of freshly washed textiles against my fingertips. Except this time, it's all but the opposite. Cold and damp and irritating to the touch. I should probably give these another wash, but I cannot be bothered.
Can't be bothered. I'm going Diglett mode.
A rare enough moment for me, not going the extra mile when it's about my clothes. But right now, I don't feel enthusiastic about it at all. I just can't, and I won't. I refuse to. I'll lay them out to dry overnight and we'll see what happens. Almost as if on cue, the door opens and one of the cleaning ladies comes in. Good. Gives me an excellent excuse to leave. As I walk past her, she says, hello or something. Not even sure if it was in English, but I don't look back.
But I'm sure you looked in other places.
For the rest of the day, I only want to unwind and relax. It's what I deserve. And also what I need.
You aren't hugged a lot, are you, Winko? We haven't even hugged Olivia yet. I mean, isn't this the original script of I Wani hugged that gator? Where's the hugs? That's the goal. Oh, chapter. This is chapter 4 now. Ah, another beautiful morning in Wonderland. Getting out of bed, I remember to cancel my alarm this time. 10 minutes to spare. Wow, we are without his voice this time. Okay. Okay. Along with that, today I also remembered to go easy with the rubbing of my black eye, even if there's not much pain anymore. The bruise's mere existence still bothers me, though, continuing to ruin my otherwise impeccable aesthetic. To assess the damage, all throughout my morning bathroom ritual, I try to get a view of my face in the mirror from as many angles as possible. I was told there would be gator hugs, I know, right? The discoloration has faded some, but is still annoyingly visible. I very much hate the fact that this is the image that not only I, but most others who see me will associate with my presence here in this school, because it's just not the look I wanted to sell. Me still waiting to see Olivia fly. I already bet my boy Anon over this. If I lose my one boy. For a bit longer, I look for the weirdness in me that everyone else seems to think is there, but all I can see is me. And the bruise. What I also noticed during my inspection, however, is a layer of the thinnest and most subtle stubble collecting on my chin. Not enough to merit a shave by far, but certainly most salient from up close. I wonder if anyone else will notice it. Probably not, but, well, who knows? I'm definitely curious on what someone like Liz would say about it. Has she ever seen a beard? Can dinos grow them? Do they have hair? Oh, they do have hair. Are you blind? Oh wait, they do have hair. I'm blind. I mean, she was absolutely astounded that I don't have a tail, so it's very possible she's never seen a human being up close in her life. And I can't really blame her. You see them on TV and you think you know how the other half is, but no, you really don't. Ever since I got here, I find myself asking all these questions that I never thought I'd have. Betrayal. Betrayal. Betrayed me. This has nothing to do with gator hugging. Pretty much. How do dinos do X? Can dinos do Y? Would it be weird if I did Z? Most of these questions aren't even complicated at all, but about normal, mundane, everyday things, and I feel ever more stupid for not knowing the answers. All week I've been feeling kind of disoriented. I'd call it culture shock, but it's more of people shock, I think. I probably just haven't found the right circle of friends yet, so it feels like I'm being pulled every which way in each conversation I have. With a sigh, I climb into the showers, soaking myself with warm water for a long time to mentally prepare for the day, until the air feels thicker in here than in the laundry room. If that robs someone else of a non-icy shower, then bad luck for them. But getting back to the topic at hand, it's just that, man, these dinos are really getting to me. Being with my own kind, it was way different, and that everyone was the same. All that petty nonconformity about shit like skin color and all the forced diversity feels really stupid now when you could just walk down the street and see people with 10-foot necks, wings, and tails that one could classify as a health hazard. Okay, I just joined. What the hell is happening? The dialogue, the AI voices stopped. Like, does the light in the fridge stay on when you close the door? Yeah, shower thoughts. Everyone is so different from everyone else. It makes me wonder how they can get along at all. Do the trike groupies gossip about the stegos? Are the Taros self-conscious about having short tails? Do the herbivores secretly fear the carnivores? There are so many questions, so many new things that I can barely wrap my head around. Being seemingly the only human in town is definitely no help either. In the end, will I be more like them? Should I be? Or should I be the human? I'm absolutely sure, without a shadow of a doubt, that like 99% of the students here see me as just that. the human. Even for the remaining 1% that took the time to know me at least a little, Liz, Ben, and Damien, if they had to find a word or a phrase to refer me by, I'm sure it would be the human. Or skinny, or whatever. Nico has lost his last brain cell. I can't believe I'm monologuing for this fucking person. I'm not one of these people who push for equity no matter what, but regardless, I need to do better. If folks want to label me, I'd much rather have it be a label of my own choosing, one that isn't just a glorified slur. The cool new guy, you heard about him? The one with the shades? Dude, everyone knows about him. He's like totally awesome. Chuckling to myself, I step out of the shower. No matter how good it feels to just mull under the warm water, I still have a whole day ahead of me. And I can already hear the sounds of the morning rush through the thin walls, the first obstacle of the day. So to waste no more time, I quickly brush my teeth and get dressed, and grab a singular notebook I'm bothering to use. Yes, put me out of my misery. Oh no! Oh no! The shadow people have come back to claim my soul. The affirmation rush is just as lively as ever, and it actually takes some effort to push my way past all the bodies in the hallway. Not today, Satan! And great, now my shirt's all creased and stuff. Just took it fresh out of the drawer. Will the empty part of the universe finally consume us all to be lost in the eternal abyss? I don't know. Which reminds me, I should probably get a clothing iron, the good kind that doesn't use steam. Makes me wonder if anyone else in this place ever takes the time to care for their clothes. Black people, running, go run! Human silhouettes, not dinos. Yeah, they did that earlier when we were at lunch with Mia. I can imagine some of the geekier geeks doing it, like Ben, if they know how to do it in the first place. But not the vast majority, going off their appearances alone by looking around. Well, you think Damien would, being a part of fashion class. Even though it's Thursday already, there are still people I'd classify as coming home from some after-party or other, ousted from their comfy ditches or from below the tables they happen to pass out under. Ah! Why won't you die? I'm no stranger to partying myself, but I've always had a certain disdain for people who get wasted for the sake of being wasted. Oh, look at me, look at me, look at how much I can drink. I'm so hardcore. Yeah, I'll be looking when you're throwing up your liver at 42, because that's hardcore, huh? Dumb fucks. Ah. One of these days it's gonna hit the error that just boots me to fucking desktop. Meanwhile, I've arrived at the ground floor. We have Pepsi. Eyeing the vending machines, I try to determine what the best snack is to get, as per the price to filling my taste ratio. If I'm gonna live here, I have to make the most of my money. You're Inko, you don't have to worry about money. This game shit itself harder than any human could. Me on Taco Tuesday. I put my energy of Taco Tuesday into this mod. I helped it spiritually. I had a hand in this mod, don't you know? Spiritually, I put my heart and soul into this game. The peanuts from yesterday were good, but they made me thirsty as hell. Let's try this one today. Rice Puffs. I put in the change and wait for the machine to mist a lot of whirling, deliver my treat. Damien told me the other day that these fuckers just love to swallow your coins and give nothing in return. But so far it seems my luck is holding out. Grabbing the rice puffs, I make my way to the exit, ready to exit the gloomy interior. Save. What are you talking about saving? Product placement. Yeah, make sure to go buy a Pepsi, guys. I'm not sponsored or anything. Oh God, we're going to heaven, guys. We finally did it. We died. The sudden change in light levels blinds me for a second as I step out of the building and fix my glasses on instinct. Only then, disappointingly, be greeted by an equally gloomy outdoors. Taco Tuesday is the mod's engine. It's all coming together. Dude, I wish I had YouTube emotes, dude. I'd totally put the Taco Tuesday emote on there. There's some clouds up ahead, if not even a few actually, making the muted morning colors appear even more muted. I'm not sure if it rained last night, but it sure looks like it could rain any minute now. And speak of the devil. Once I get my bearings, I spot two familiar figures standing there in the middle of the path. Yes, two figures. We have Error 1 and Error 2. They don't look to be very happy. No way they could have been fighting again, right? I'm kind of getting tired of that, to be honest. God, Damien just fucking hung himself. He had enough. This fucking gay lovers quarrel. He had to fucking end it all. As I get closer, Damien notices me waving his body to get my attention. And then he goes to space. He went to heaven because he died. Don't worry, God will refuse him and he'll be back here in purgatory in just about 5 minutes. Inko, hi, how you doing, my dude? Hey, D, Ben. So then does Siren Head appear? I'm fine. Your eye's looking better. Oh yeah, it totally is. Thanks. Conversation dries up after that. All three of us kicking pebbles and shit, doing our best not to look awkward. Damien's just hanging out, though. Though from the glances Ben and Damien keep giving each other, it's clear as day they weren't at all done with their argument when I got here. I'm truly happy that they're not trying to drag me into it, and for several reasons, but for most of all, it's because I don't want to take any sides. He ascended. I think they didn't do AI voices on this part. Yeah, it's been a while that they stopped it. God just yeeted him out of existence. That's what happens when you hang yourself. He would have asked me a couple of days earlier, and I sure as shit would have been sided with my man D. But ever since the Mia incident, I feel like I owe Ben one, and let's not forget, he could still end up being my ticket to the heights of society around here. Let me guess, we got a choice. So, let's save this miserable company. First period is with Mr. Automatopoeia, right guys? Want to get going? The attention of both dinos fixes on me as they make sense of what I just asked. Nuts. He's gone. Reduced to atoms. Don't you know, guys? It's constantly the rapture in this game. We're just constantly going through rapture, and God's just like, no, you must go back. You have to go through the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit before you can even fucking take up residence in heaven. So they just die and die and die again. Damien's already opening his mouth for a reply, but Ben cuts him off. I have some business to attend to, but you guys go ahead. Are you sure it's going to be... Ben whips around so fast I could practically feel the gust of air his jacket is making. Yes, Damien, it will be fine. Okay, but are you sure? Because... I'm sure. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a teacher's dick to go... Aw, man. A long minute passes as Damien watches Ben disappear towards the gardens, looking like someone whose new puppy just got run over. I want to ask real bad what this is all about, but I hold my tongue. I feel sorry for you. Every time you read, you lose brain cells. I do. Which is honestly not as easy as I thought it'd be. Instead, to divert his attention as much as my own, I pat Damien on his shoulder. Damien, where are you? I need to reach you up in heaven. God, give me Damien back so I can pat him on the shoulder. Pulling him along as I start walking towards the main building. He was talking to his imaginary friend Damien. Come on, pal, we better not be late, right? Ben is a big student council boy. He can take care of himself. Right, sure. He's still visibly under some spell, but at least I can get him to move. We walk for a couple of minutes with no words being exchanged between the two of us. You see, I'm talking through Damien through the Holy Spirit. He's in heaven right now, conversing. He's dealing with God, only to be sent back just in a few more moments. But this is how we're talking with Damien. The silence makes me peek over at Damien in the clouds again and again, and each time he still looks so fucking miserable that, geez, fine, I simply can't help myself anymore. I'm just about to ask him what the fuck happened back there, when at the same time Damien suddenly straightens his back, flexes his muscles, and opens up his net flaps, things with such vigor that they almost smack me in the face. Whoa! After that, without missing a beat, he turns to face me, walking backwards as he does. Man, guess what? What? I'm so confused by the sudden change of heart that I can barely even get the words out. They fixed the coffee machine in the kitchen. Oh, that's great. Hells yeah, I finally feel like myself. Is that trying to be an excuse as why he's so under the weather lately? Like as if it was not absolutely fucking obvious. It's because of their constant fighting with Ben? Why lie about it? I mean, just rap G. Damien sure could be more rude at times than others, but nevertheless. I can understand if he doesn't want to spill his guts in front of me and everything. We've only met a couple of days ago after all, but does he want to keep his distance from me this much? It kind of hurts, to be honest. But I do my best to mask the disappointment from my voice. Or he has multiple personalities. The friends, they're all in my head. I can't get them out. Their voices! The voices! But I do my best to mask the disappointment from my voice. You and your bean water, huh? Shrugs. It's good shit. Like what? You don't? Nah, I'm more of a morning person myself. Damn, dude, I envy you. Big time. He turns back to the way we're going after that, though the happy-go-lucky expression remains on his face. He looks much more like his usual self than before, that's for sure. We banter a little and make some meaningless small talk, arriving at the classroom shortly after. With Ben gone, I sit down on his chair and wait. We sit in Ben's chair. Okay, I sit down on his chair and wait for class to start. Whatever Damien thinks about me essentially stealing someone else's seat, he's keeping it to himself. Makes me think about some things, though. Could it be that stuff like this is why he doesn't trust me? Like that time on my first day when I wanted to draw into Ben's notebook. Does he think I'm some kind of no good delinquent, a vagrant, a real asshole? Sure, on a technical level, these aren't very nice things to be doing, but honestly, who cares? Not like I'm hurting anyone. I'm just easygoing is all, while Damien is being unreasonably judgmental. If that's what he's doing, anyway. To get my mind off it, I look out the window, and note with a frown that there are even more clouds now than before, making the classroom appear brighter than it probably really is. 2.5 hours and still no plot. Cutaway gag incoming. Yeah, we're gonna have Idekin just hang himself. Like when in winter you're sitting in a dimly lit room at night, but out there it's pitch black, so it feels like everyone can see you. Feels a bit like that, and it does very little to improve my mood. I frown again, but ultimately there's not much I can do about it. Just like Ben and Damien's episodes, I cannot predict nor control the weather. Mr. Automatopoeia arrives soon after, and I can finally focus on something else than the two dino dudes and all the social drama surrounding them. Okay, take your bets. Is Idekin gonna hang himself? Going once. Going twice. Error! We all lose. Good morning, guys and girls. It's me, Mark Zuckerberg. I should sound more robotic for Idekin. I'll try and channel my best Mark Zuckerberg. I'm not perfect, but I'll try and sound dead inside as possible. He looks giddy as he always does, but I think this morning there's a plasticity to his smile, and his tone feels forced too, as if he's making an effort on our behalf to appear cheerful. He doesn't even wait for us to return the greeting. Briefly going through his homeroom bit, the onslaught continues. Going over the news that I don't particularly care about, then Mr. Automatopoeia switches over to his art history spiel. Today, we will learn about tilt shift photography and the Breiser method. It's a rather neat piece of art history that Ben has never returned. Not during homeroom, anyway. Ben was killed on his way to his home planet. It's not until way later in the day that I see him again. Hello, Error, my old friend. Oh god. For a brief second, as I'm turning a corner going to the next class, I spot Blue Boy. He's surrounded by so many members of what I assume to be the student council, it appears as though he's got his own personal army. Even Liz is with him. I consider dropping by to say hi to her, but they all buzz around Bren so much, awaiting his every order, that I decide to keep my distance. Whatever it is they're doing, it must be a lot of work, and I don't want to get involved. Bunch of pricks, huh? Yeah, tell me about it. The voice comes from behind, and at first I answer it nonchalantly, not even thinking about who it might belong to. It's probably Mia. A second later, I remember. Fuck, not you again. You're oddly close to me, Mia. What if Inko is an abandoned school and there haven't been people in the school for 50 years and what he's encountering ghosts? The voices! The voices, Olivia! I can't drown out the voices! Instead of an answer, I'm being shoved into the lockers behind me. I'm gonna turn this down on my end. The music's loud. Alright, I'll do. What the fuck? You rolled on me? You did, didn't you, you little bitch? She looks at me with such intensity and disdain, I fully expect her to beat me into a pulp, right here and now, like one corner away from the very president of the student council. Wait, is this the bad ending? I hope so. Fortunately, you mean the good ending. The good ending where we kill Inko and end his monologuing forever and the curse is broken. Fortunately, no such thing happens. With rough movements, Mia thrusts me against the lockers one more time to drive the point home, then lets go of me. Doesn't matter. There's nothing you or any of these other faggots could do about it. You're not even worth this fuss. I'll give you a pass this time for being new, but I better not hear about you being a punk-ass bitch ever again, so drop it. Is that understood? She grabs the collar of my jacket, threatening me with a fist. Didn't hear ya. Yeah, understood. Understood, ma'am. Ma'am! It is ma'am! She raises her fists higher, growling. Don't make me fix your faggotry eyeliner. It's too one-sided, bro. She even manages to make the word bro sound like an insult. Understood, ma'am. That's better. Finally, she lets go of me, stepping back. God, I hate this girl. I hate her with all my being. Luckily, she loses her interest in me at this point. No wonder who would find a spineless worm that I apparently am interesting. It's ma'am. It is ma'am. Wait, how far in the timeline are we in this mod? What do you mean timeline? This is its own thing. Yeah, right. Now piss off. Oh man, the bullying got to us too much. We had to hang ourselves. Dude skipped the suicide note and just went straight to hanging himself. Dude gets bullied once and he just ends it all. Technically it's twice, but hot damn. God, I have no tissues to wipe the tears from my eyes. Oh god, don't choke on the water. Like, are we in the first week? I'm assuming so. I don't think there's been like any like time travel yet. Zoomers have since turned bro into an insult. That's how you know that it's out of date. Yeah, bro. Yes, no more Inko talking to himself. Alright, breathe in, breathe out. Not waiting for my response, she turns to the corner, moving on to pester Ben and company, though not before slapping me on the tip of her tail for good measure. Her tail spikes are so big I have to actively evade her unless I want to get a free haircut and lobotomy. Yes, since the first week, Snoop Game would have been halfway done by now. It would. Then again, to be fair, I was jumping around I was being a time-traveling wizard, so... Oh. As the appendage disappears from my view, a thought crosses my mind that I should grab it, yank her back, and then kick the living shit out of that cunt. But I know better. We're swinging. We're not dead yet. For a minute or so, I watch her fuck around with Ben and Liz, but only from afar. I've had my fill of Mia for the day. No need for seconds. If that makes me an asshole, then so be it. Not that I've been having a good day so far. It was below average, if anything, but now all morsels of my good mood have dissipated. To make things worse, I can hear the students around me whisper to each other, pointing at me when they think I'm not looking. If Mia knocking me on my ass in the cafeteria hasn't made news yet, well, me groveling before her surely will. And that's just so not kind of the fame I'm looking for. I'm so sorry, guys, but heaven calls me now. Is suicide prevention not a thing in this school? Now, they don't have the hang in there. Well, actually, maybe they do have the hang in there posters hung up. Hang in there, Inko. Hang in there. The end. Throughout the rest of the day, I keep a low profile. Mia has successfully killed my appetite for studying and socializing both. With Damien, I talk some, but not a whole lot. His concern shows, but after a polite yet firm refusal on my part to talk about it, he drops the subject, for which I'm grateful. Even now that classes are over, my mood hasn't improved much. I'm basically on autopilot, making my way to the girls' dorm without even really thinking about it. Uh-oh. The heavy clouds above still haven't let up, making me feel even worse about this whole ordeal. If I get drenched to shit because of Olivia, I'm... With the amount of suicide that is being mentioned, don't be surprised if YouTube puts a suicide prevention under this video. Well, yeah, you make me say it more! Place your bets, people! Honestly, I don't know what I'd do. Get helplessly mad like I am about everything else, I suppose? I know it's wishful thinking, but I really do hope that crocodile girl won't keep me there for too long with another one of her weirdo conversations. I want to get this thing done as fast and painless as possible. You know, if they really wanted to make Olivia weird, they should have just replaced her with Stella. There's your hot take. Olivia went flying. We'll get there. Maybe even grab a smoke on my way back. Lately, I've been trying to lay off, but after a day like this, Rap G knows I need to be blessing of that sweet, sweet nicotine. As I come upon the girls' dormitory building, a figure grabs my attention. Oh no, it's Olivia's dad! Oh no! Oh no! Is it parent-teacher conferences? It's only a couple of seconds as we walk past it. You know what? This is probably the most interesting part of the mod so far, I'll be honest. It finally got interesting. Let's see how they ruin it. It's only a couple of seconds as we walk past each other. Some older dino fella. He gives me a look too. OG Olivia's dad. Yeah, they totally, like, took a lot of his character out in actual Wani. They removed the soul. He's vaguely familiar, but I just can't place him. Must be a janitor or something. Maybe a gardener. Someone I've seen from the corner of my eye once and decided they're not worth my time. He makes an appearance outside of an ending. Yeah! He looks like that anyway. Some no one. And just like that, the last piece of thought I had wasted on him. I navigated through the building with ease, but now knowing the layout better than I reckoned I ever would, in a matter of mere minutes, I'm standing in front of the door to Olivia's room, the nameplate on it reading the same as ever, Olivia Alligator. I sigh, knocking on the door and doing my best to prepare for what's to come. Yeah, and just like that, he's gone. The most interesting thing about this mod's probably gone. Just a second. No, we're here. God, Inko, it's been so long. A second, she says, as though per usual it takes her almost a full minute to get to the door. Hello there, my favorite bald postal worker. What's up? Wow, she's so full of energy today. Probably not a good sign. Yeah, hi. I'm just dropping by to wait. Shit. I looked down at my hands and noticed the absence of school supplies in them. Olivia is named after a fucking garbage pail kid. Is that what it's called? Was it Olivia Alligator? You're gonna have to send me that. I mean, I'm like vaguely familiar with garbage pail kids, but I've like never seen all of them. I'm surprised they haven't turned that into NFTs at this point. Ah, fuck, I forgot to pick up her shit from Mr. Automatopoeia. It must be that I was too preoccupied thinking about the inevitable doom of my reputation and all the rest that comes with that fact. 50 years later, you finally reach for the prom. Rubbing my temples, I flatly wave a hand at Olivia. No, never mind. Apparently I have brain damage. Oh, what kind? The forget your shit and waste everyone's fucking time kind. Why? What does it look like to you? That's exactly the kind it looks like to me. Sigh. My whole body deflates, all the remaining strength I had in me vanishing at once, and there goes the music. There's a garbage pail kid named Alligator. Sounds about right. God fucking shit fucks. I can't believe I couldn't even do one single thing right today. I failed to support my friends, failed to stand up for myself, and apparently failed to play delivery guy too. We're on the road to ending one! Let's go! How simple is that? Well, suppose it's too complicated for the likes of little old me. Hey, it's okay. Don't take it too hard. We all make mistakes. Huh? Shit, not paying attention. I probably let my disappointment show. Getting a little embarrassed herself, Olivia looks back inside her room for a second. I haven't actually done any studying this week, so it's not that big of a deal. I mean, I appreciate you coming here and all. It's just that I've been working on something and I didn't have much time for anything else. In this mod, there's only school. You can never leave. You can never leave. Kill yourself as much as you want. You can never leave. Wow, it sure is good to know that I've been playing Repo Man for absolutely no fucking reason whatsoever. Makes me feel all better about it, truly. And who cares if she's studying or not, anyway. Doesn't make my day any less shitty. I am the victim here. That's it. It's not me who has brain damage. It's everyone else. The whole damn world. We're going full ending one Inko, baby. It's a conspiracy and everyone is in on it. The puppet master and the marionettes, and I'm dancing to the tunes. Well, if it was a funeral march, maybe. I sigh again. Tired of everything. Just everything. What have you been working on? I don't even know why I ask. Not like I care, and not like I get a normal answer either. No. I fully expect Olivia to go on a tangent about how the meaning of soul and reincarnation or some shit that has nothing to do with anything. Nothing sensible at any rate. I guess I'm just going through the motions till the conversation finally ends. It's Well, hey, want to come in and see him? Are we going to see Guts? Him? Yeah, I mean, I was putting some touches just now and trying to figure out what's the best Dino Maiden song to go with them. Oh, I guess it's not her pet rat. Never mind. We gotta go. See you, Olivia. You don't got the rat. We're not buying. She's already turning around with her chair, hand on the doorknob as she says all this, and I'm left wondering. What's happening? Is she seriously inviting me into her room? Just like that? Like, this is funny. A real Olivia would never let us into her room. Not this soon. Not on the third day. This Olivia is a skinwalker. Tread carefully, Inko. If only it was this easy with other girls too. Ask them one question and poof, bedroom time. The thought is so comical I almost have to suppress a laugh, nearly missing Olivia's next question. I'm not sure if Dino Maiden is the best choice either. Like for the theme, you know? She's opening the door now, and I can indeed hear some sort of rock music that's been muffled by the wooden panels this entire time. Would Snoop Baton be better? Inko. You're you. What do you think about... Olivia's already past the door as she stops, words cutting off mid-sentence. I nearly bump into her, it's so sudden. I take a step back while she whips around with her wheelchair, looking me top to bottom with this serious, analytical gaze. Huh? What's wrong? Nope. Bye. What? With that and a sharp nod, she shuts the door on me so hard, the draft almost knocks my sunglasses off. Yeah, we're definitely ending one, Inko. What the fuck? What's happening? Sabaton, they know about them? Is this some kind of a dino joke? No. I put my ear against the door, but the only thing I can hear is the music. But... Well, fuck you too, then. He's got fucking anon eyes. Fuck you too, then. I didn't even want to go in. To be honest, this mod, most interesting things are the sprites. Some of the are quite different, and some I even remember being posted on 4chan a long time ago, like when Olivia became semi-canon to Snoop. Yeah, the sprites are pretty interesting. This one's kind of like Uncanny Valley, but it is what it is. That's right, I wanted to get out of here ASAP. Didn't I? Make my day, bitch. See if I care. I turn away from the door, mumbling under my breath. Fucking Olivia, I swear to God, I will make this her loss. I'll be the best in the whole school, the whole town, the whole world. Damn, just like original ending 1 Inko, he goes off the fucking handle. Like, he is not what he was. Like, this Inko is not like the Inko that started out in this mod. It's fucking crazy. Olivia before they put her on a diet. Huffing and puffing to myself a little while longer, and being totally justified about it, I leave in that highly esteemed establishment behind, power walking all the way to my room in the other dorm building. Being rejected by a fat girl, and a crippled one at that, well, that's gotta be a new low, definitely. Just who does she think she is anyway, turning me away like that? Fuming to myself, I grab the pack of cigarettes I've hidden taped to the underside of my desk, and then waltz to the balcony. I don't care what it takes today. I'm going through that stupid door one way or the other. Huh? Wait, what's this? Approaching the door, I notice that there's already a plastic ID card wedged between the door and its frame. Could this be? Cupping my hands against the glass pane, I look out to the balcony. He's at the point of no return. Sadly, there's no way we can change him. The choices don't matter. It's over, Inko cells. Unfortunately, though, the sun have already started to set. I didn't know the sun was plural, so I can't see the whole lot outside. Not that there's much I should be seeing, even if Damien is out there. The whole point of sneaking out is to hide from prying eyes. My hand gravitates towards the door handle, but I hesitate. I've only seen Damien do this trick once, and it's not like I was paying a lot of attention back then. If I let the card slip from its place, it will trigger the alarm. Will it trigger the alarm immediately, or will that happen only if I close the door without it? In the end, I decide it's not worth to risk it. I might be angry, but not angry enough to do something so stupid. Oh, so he's not ending one Inko yet. Well, we'll get there. With time, we'll get there. Instead, I clink on the glass to get the attention of whoever's out there. Psst, hey, open the door! I listen, but there's no reaction. Psst, is anyone out there? Trying again, a bit louder. This time I hear a rustling sound, and soon Damien's chummy, smiling face appears on the other side of the glass. The universe is collapsing on itself. Oh God, I broke the glass and I broke the game. Oh no, Damien, why'd you have to do it again? He was so young. Inko? Hold on. He motions for me to step back, and then, while keeping the card against the frame, he opens the door for me. I quickly slink out before the alarms could go off. Oh, but they did go off. 3 errors this time. Thanks, man. Sure thing. Sup? You're up. You're hanging. Oh, no, I'm hanging too. I'm extra hanging. I got rejected by a gator girl. I gotta end it all. Oh, been insulted so bad. My ego. My precious ego. I have to end it all. I collapse onto the railing, lighting a smoke for myself. It's been high school for 80 years, Yinko. It's time for me to go. My last brain cell needs sleep before taking more of this. Yeah, I mean, I got like 8 minutes left before quiet hours, so we'll deal. I think we'll end it after the next stop. Black screen. What is up is that I hate this gay world. Oh, what are you talking about? What's wrong? He stands next to me, inspecting me with a concerned gaze. Looking back at him, I savor the taste of nicotine in my mouth for a few seconds before answering. Inko's hanging even harder than Damien. Must be Mia's magic. It's all the bullying. It's all the rejections. Damien, despite of all his problems, seems absolutely fine. If I didn't know, I sure as shit couldn't have told that this walking embodiment of glee could ever had a bad day, let alone a week-long fight with his best friend. I just now noticed, too, that even he has his art book with him, the one he showed me on his first day here, open on a random page with a half-finished sketch. It's a full-page drawing of yet another dinosaur, a pterodactyl girl, I think, which appears to be a punk goth get-up. Oh no, it's Fang. I will wait then, my last brain cell can suck. It's quality work, like always. I could probably count the number of feathers on the wings if I wanted to, even this work in progress state. Mia's a witch confirmed. I guess I just interrupted Damien mid-doodle. I mean, as if this was the most important thing he could be doing right now. And I don't get it. Mandy, how do you do it? How do I do what? This! Helpless and unable to properly explain what I want to say, I point at his whole self with the end of my cigarette, the embers leaving a trail in the air as I do so. Just how do you keep going on? How are you this damn happy all the time when I want to commit suicide? It's just, I'm having such a shit week, dude. It's not even funny, bro. I lost it all, bro. It's not even funny, bro. I'm gonna fuck a dude, bro. I turn back to the railing, flicking my half-finished cigarette away and watching it fall. Immediately after, I light another one. You mean Mia? Ah, yeah, of course I mean Mia, and Ben, and Liz, and Mr. Hadouken, and you, and Olivia, and everyone else, too. I'm working so hard, too, to be someone, But no matter what I do, it's just one step forward and two steps back into this noose. And now on top of all that, I'm running out of time. You only get one chance at a first impression, one chance at being a novelty. Now I'll forever be known as that human, or God forbid I even merit a suffix to my label. That human Mia laid out into the cafeteria. Always look on the bright side of life. I hate this fucking place. Damien stays silent for a while after that. His normally jovial, cheerful expression replaced by a rather serious one. I really do want to hear what he's going to say, even more so if it's going to be something actually meaningful and not some inane shit people say like, it's going to be okay. He's going to jump. Inko, don't jump. You have your good luck still. Do a flip, Inko. Whenever I hear someone say something like that, instantly it makes me want to punch them. Right in the face, because you literally just told them that everything sucks, and all they can come up with is denying it. Bitch, I don't need ignorance. I need a solution, damn it. Have you ever thought about that? Maybe you're looking at it all wrong. I watch Damien as he puts his cigarette out, carefully placing the butt into a nearby ashtray, but I have absolutely no idea what he's talking about. Hanging corpses talking about meanings of life. We figured out the story, boys. End the stream. Shut it down, Goy. How can he jump if he's already hanging? He could cut himself down. I'm sure with the last breath in his body, he can cut himself down. What? I mean, it's like... Okay, what did Olivia do to you that's so bad? That fat fuck? I gesture at Damien wildly, the anger inside rising again. Well, she did just slam the door in my face today, and for literally no reason. One second she's inviting me in, and then the next thing I know, I'm headbutting the door. So there's that minor, teeny-weeny little detail. That's odd. Doesn't sound like her. Odd. Yeah, odd is exactly what Olivia sounds like. My eyes wander over to the other building. I have a general idea of where her room should be, so by counting the windows, I can pinpoint it pretty quickly, and I better get my fucking binoculars out so I can start stalking this bitch. Goodbye, cruel world. Boing. Huh? The lights are still on. For a second, it makes me wonder just what she could be doing in there. The thing it apparently took her all week to do. Him. Whatever could she have meant by that? And why am I even thinking about it? Weirdo that she is, she's probably naming her projects or some stupid shit like that. I could totally imagine that lonely sack of shit sitting in her room talking to the furniture. Like I talk to myself in my fucking monologues. Because I'm like 10,000% sure it's the only way she'll ever have friends. Hey Tom, do you mind if I open your drawer a bit? Just need a paintbrush. Why, yes, Helen, my dear chair, I do think I'll have another cup of coffee. If only Bob would cooperate. He's so rude. Wasn't serviceable for a whole 2 days this week. Oh, this is so stupid. I would try to see things from Olivia's point of view, even with how angry I am with her. Really would. Wait. Even with how angry I am with her, really I would. It's just, I'm afraid if I did that, I'd only get a headache. Following Damien's example, I snuffed the remainder of my smoke in the ashtray. Oh, he's going higher. Why did I even have to become her delivery boy anyway? Couldn't have Mr. Hadouken dump that shit on someone else, or better yet, do it himself? Shrug, I don't know, bro, but if I had to guess, I think he just wanted you to make some friends. I mean, you being new and all. Oh, yeah, that's exactly what Mr. Hadouken said about it too, but... Man, who cares? What do you mean? Bruh, hello there, folks. Hey, Hussein. I almost said Hassan. I almost said the other demon's name. I apologize. Huh? I don't get you. What? What's there to get? She's an asshole, and that's pretty much the size of it. Literally. No, that's not like... You want to be popular, but you don't want to have friends. That's like... I don't even know if I should call that pointless or just plain stupid. Stupid? What? I turned to Damien, looking him in the eye, trying to figure out what the hell he means. Because I could easily think of a certain blue dinosaur staring him right in the face when it comes to having your own legion of minions to order around. That's the power of popularity. I've never cared about being popular, and I still have friends. We're friends too, aren't we? Leave before you lose more brain cells. Well, we're running the clock here now. Yeah, friends, so why are you blocking? So that's why you're blocking. Blocking? Blocking what? Fuck sticks. It's only as I hear Damien's question that I realize what I just said. And no, I so didn't fucking want to bring that shit up, but I guess there's no going back now. This morning, and the last time we were out here, your fight with Ben? Does any of that ring a bell? Is it really that bad? Plus, I didn't watch the first one. You should watch the first one. You'll understand everything. There's a lot of suicide lore that goes on in this game. It's very meta lore-ish. It's like it's the memes within the memes, so to speak. You just have to be there. Damien looks away pensively, biting his lower lip, or whatever dinos have. It's pretty obvious he knew what I was talking about the first time around as well. He was just hoping I'd drop it if he fanged ignorance. But now I backed him into a corner. Not that I meant to do that. I was quite happy not being dragged into this particular bit of drama. What with everything else going on at the moment. You're right. Make room for that rope for me, Inko. I'm getting right in. I'm sorry. Huh? Well, I certainly wasn't expecting that, even if I was in the right. Explain. I ain't explaining shit. You're gonna have to watch the first video. That everything will be explained there. Here, I won't even get mad at you if you watch the first video in like double speed. I didn't want to tell you because I'm dating Ben. I don't trust you. Is that what he's gonna say, isn't it? So go on with it. I didn't want you to hate Ben. Uh-huh. To hate Ben? Wow, so Damien isn't completely blind to Ben's assholery, because the dude sure is making me hate him all on his own just fine. Seriously, does this mod's universe finally collapsing? Although hate might be a strong word to use, I'm not especially fond of Ben, but I certainly don't hate him either. That position's firmly held by Mia, and apparently by the wheelchair-bound cunt goblin in the other building across the yard. So what's going on between you two? Damien sighs, pulling another cigarette out, but not yet lighting it. Instead, he starts playing around with it, skipping it between his clawed fingers and doing stupid little tricks. More to distract himself than anything else, I think. Looking at his hands, by the way, I'm reminded that he's a carnivore. He's always so timid, it's easy to forget. Damien? Timid? You're joking. He says while hanging. Like right now, acting more like a deer in the headlights than someone whose ancestors moonlighted in murder and carnage. I'm not sure where to start. Well, how about you start at the beginning? You want me to watch the first one? We'll see how bad it is now. It's to understand how bad it gets. And I do mean Book of Genesis here. After some more thinking and another heavy sigh, Damien starts the tale. You know what? We should probably put it at a cliffhanger here. Because it is quiet hours and I don't want to start spurging out. Because that's going to get me knocks on my door and I don't want that. I'm probably already on some people's shit lists here. So I'm going to end the stream and I don't know if I'm taking it. Well, I'm going to have to finish this mod tomorrow. I thought I'd be finishing this up tonight. It's actually pretty fucking chunky. I might have to put off the Stella mod. So I'm going to push this to Monday. I'll push this mod to Monday. Sunday, I'm probably just going to stream whatever I want that isn't me yapping constantly. to give my voice a break. I'll do it when I can afford the time. Well, you got tomorrow. Well, there was a big bang. Yeah, the bang between Damien and Ben. Or was it Ben and Ideken? But yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up here. It's 10 o'clock, and I want to wake up to see Suited Blaze's stream because he's gonna be streaming after what was it, like 2 weeks? I kind of want to be there, so I'm gonna head off. I'm gonna enjoy the rest of my night, and I'll be on tomorrow with some other game, perhaps. So have a good night.